Okay, I have a great opening for today.
Oh.
Helium?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Night School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Captain Piper, and he's trying to play the game of D&D with me. I'm seeing stars.
Use the real air. The real air.
Yeah, notice he didn't breathe because he wanted to get all the... Well,
Tonight, folks, we're going around the room and introduce ourselves.
Really effective, though.
If you could take anything, it can be a TV show, a movie, person, place, or thing, and turn it into a musical, what would it be?
I'm still waiting for you to pass out. Just give us a
I feel
sec.
much better now, but there was a moment where everything started to break.
Turn what into a musical?
Anything
Anything.
into a musical.
Something becomes a
Something or anything.
Something the musical. Like that?
Yeah.
If you want to. Mine would be COVID.
Go.
Hey,
I just
want
want
to.
I want a
There have
musical
been and are
in
about
the-
to be a bunch of really bad COVID the musical.
No, I want it to be a musical about the young scientist in the lab who was like dreams of being like the greatest scientist, and then
And then he got the
Yeah.
order to let all the
correct
COVID out.
Yep, and then he like struggles
the
with it
one
for a
making the
while.
COVID.
Yeah, struggles with it for a while, but finally decides like this is his moment.
Future President Joe Biden says, "Let the COVID out."
Yeah, just throw in all the
Let
conspiracies.
my COVID
Just
go.
make it to where everyone's like either really
It's a
excited
jukebox
for it or
musical.
really ticked off. That's my bit for a musical. So.
I like it, and I think it should be a jukebox musical. Note, I bet most of these that we're going to suggest today could be jukebox musicals, like with a week of work.
I want that so
The balloon.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, I know, me too.
Helium, the musical.
Oh, that's a crazy idea.
Okay, I'm gonna work my way around to a pitch. What's up? I'm Zach. I play Kestis Thimbleweed. He's a centaur druid cleric. And as the musical theater degree holder in the room,
Wow,
Good for you.
I dropped out. That's like
that's actually
Good for you.
that's more actor than me finishing the degree.
That is
so.
true. He really did embrace the role.
So here's my thing with adapting something into a musical, right? Is musicals are inherently like magical realism. Like it needs to be the real world, and then we all just are cool with the fact that people are singing.
Huh?
And like we don't address it. It's just like sometimes people sing, and that has to be okay. And so I think the world of video games is an interesting avenue to pull from.
Okay.
Where it's like, well, this stuff is like a little bit real, and then we all just are cool with the fact that like you can get shot a whole bunch of times and you're fine. Or like, for example, I can jump on the head of a mushroom and it gets squished all real flat, and then it's fine. So I'm gonna pitch the Super Mario Brothers musical, which I think
Isn't that a thing yet?
not that I am aware of.
Nintendo probably
I'm
won't
sure
let
there's a
them.
version of it
dude,
somewhere.
give it
but
2 years. That is
You know
a
what
thing.
I mean?
You put
That
that out
feels
into
like
the
there's
world, it's
something
done.
there.
It's
Oh,
done.
absolutely.
It's a
Yeah.
very
Starring
like you
Chris
can
Pratt on
you
it.
Well,
can
yeah, especially right now that we've got a movie with Jack Black and Chris Pratt.
To me.
That's true. There was a big song in the movie.
That was a hit.
last year. Like it feels like there's legs on like this thing. Like you don't have to get so far away that you're casting a bunch of not people. Like it's mostly just like dudes and ladies, and then there's like a big monkey and a big turtle.
Can we switch gears all of a sudden? And now the question is, who do we cast in your brilliant music?
Absolutely not.
Next week.
Next time.
There you go. So I'm gonna say Super Mario Brothers musical.
Good call.
That's fair.
I like it.
That's very good. I do. That does. Hi everybody. This is Drew. This is Andrew Huff. This is second time I said my last name. Gonna get doxxed.
They're gonna get you.
Yep, all of those people. I play Constance Brava. That's it. Constance, Connie the Reach, Connie the Rocket, Connie the Red Herring,
The red
That was a red herring.
Connie the Rogue, and he is a level 7 rogue. I mean monk/rogue. But that's a great idea. As soon as you said, I think video games like are work well because of the magical realism. I thought Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh.
The whole like you can get shot a bunch of times and whatever.
Like specifically from the newest one, like Trevor the musical.
Maybe the most difficult thing to put on stage would be Trevor the musical.
What?
One of the characters is Trevor, and he is
That's the
quite
character
literally
who's
insane.
who's famously responsible for the big torture scene in Grand Theft Auto 5.
So as many hundreds of
That
hours
that game came out 10 years ago.
I know. Hold on.
You're
hold
being
on.
spoiled by Grand Theft Auto
This
5
is
right now.
wild. Hold on. This is
Waiting for it on the
I have
Switch.
hundreds of hours of playing that game, but only enough of the storyline to unlock online.
That's
I have
That does
absolutely no idea
That's-
about any storyline.
That's so
whatsoever.
funny.
You could actually play the story because it's
The story's
It
very
sounds
good.
like I
Pretty good.
shouldn't actually.
we will
from
get
what you just
GTA
said.
6 and Baldur's Gate 2 before Drew finishes either of these.
You know what's crazy? We're gonna get GTA the musical before we get GTA 6.
There we go. Yep, there it is. Inspiration. You got it for that one. Yep. I was waiting for someone to make that joke, and you did it. So congratulations.
I feel like what you guys are doing are just speaking these things into existence. We will have GTA 6 announced tomorrow. I'm just
GTA 6 has already been announced.
saying. Oh, damn.
Yeah. The trailer has.
I'm not gonna leave it. Okay, fine. It's dropping tomorrow. Secret drop.
A surprise.
But I'm not
video.
gonna play it because I'm still playing GTA.
Yeah, first you gotta finish all the
Still in
online of
GTA
GTA. You have to finish the internet.
I'm almost to the end of the internet. That's so funny.
My name is Matty B, and I play Wyatt Masterson, the Harangon Rogue. I would say just because I think it would be funny to see guys in cars singing, like NASCAR the musical. You could get some of the drunk fans in there singing, the NASCAR guys when they're driving past each other and Revan's racing type thing.
That's good.
I
I thought
feel
you were
like
gonna
that
say
would be-
Fast and Furious.
Well,
but
the
I mean,
Ballad-
that would be
what is it,
that'd
the
be hilarious.
Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
I feel like it would be.
that's got guys who are known for their musical theater chops.
I feel like it would be just essentially Talladega Nights,
Like-
but with singing.
Yeah, that sounds
that's good.
great.
That's a good musical.
Yeah.
That
Can you
is.
imagine if you got
I
that on
want
like
that
a big
now.
stage in Broadway? You had actual cars driving through.
Oh,
That is-
that's
that
Sight
is
and
the trick.
Sight and
Those
Sound
cars, if you
Theater.
had-
Science Sound
You need
Theater,
a
you get
75
actual
theater.
cars. Just, that'd be awesome.
Wow. You could just do it at NASCAR, and everyone's just hooked up to their mics, and you have it on the big screen.
Yeah, cool.
Let her rip.
We're gonna
Oh my
figure this out.
God, that would be so infuriating to all of those NASCAR fans.
Probably. But it would be hilarious.
It's the thing that's
and like, don't tell them. Like,
If they're
advertise
if
it
they're
as a
in-
real race.
Like
And
I
they
am, a
all
Na-
show up.
I am actually a NASCAR fan, and I would think it was hilarious to watch the people take it way too seriously and just be totally irritated while having a Budweiser in their hand and
Oh,
being
yeah.
exactly what it portrays them as.
What percentage of NASCAR fans would you say completely match the stereotype?
What percentage?
Yeah.
Match the stereotype? 100. I think everybody who likes NASCAR in some capacity, you're like, yeah, you know, I could see that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It just is what it is.
Do I exude? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally. You
Or is that
absolutely-
just because you know me?
No, I told you. I think it was like last week or something like that. I was telling you every new fact I learn about you. I'm like, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, he's a
Matt.
very interesting guy.
Yeah, but every time I learn it, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a new and interesting, and it makes sense.
If someone said that he was like a world famous architect, I would also be like,
that tracks. Yeah.
yep, I see that. Or a politician from Pennsylvania, I would be like 100%.
I'd never be a politician.
Yeah.
Never.
But you look the part.
Oh,
I look like a politician.
From Pennsylvania.
No.
that might be the one place we're not willing to go.
Yeah, that's a hard line on Matt. You and I were connecting. We were like really on one page, you know, and now.
Oh, and okay. Let me
flipped it.
hold on. Let me. I'm
Different
just
book
gonna
now.
take a note here real quick.
As soon
So
as
how
politic comes out, you're
how
like,
I I know that I'm wrong now because other people disagreed with me. I just have
Yeah,
to
go ahead and set it like a
I'm
yearly
gonna-
reminder.
Yes,
that you were wrong
you're
on today.
And I'm not sure right now whether or not I'm going to be really upset about it, or if I'm just going to give up my own personal opinion and go with the crowd.
There's benefits to
Moving on to the
acquiescing.
next person in the group who hasn't said anything.
I'll go.
you.
My name is Michelle, and I play Nell Webb, the bard forest gnome. I think personally, I know it will not relate to the mass audience, but I want a musical about my own mother because she is the Midwest Moira Rose, and I think it'd be really fun. I want her to play herself. Yeah, I know it's a poor choice,
Okay.
but I think it'd be fun to watch.
Oh, dude, no, that's the right choice.
Maybe.
Your mom playing herself, and yeah,
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
Midwest Moira.
That is what it's called.
Yeah.
I
Is
like
that just
it.
because you don't think somebody could do it justice,
I think she would do so well at it.
okay?
I don't know. She's just a very eccentric person.
Goodness. Isn't she?
Like so much so, like our family before like big events, we'll take bets on what we think she's gonna wear and like what her outfit will entail.
I figured that's what you're thinking.
So like a statement necklace. We're talking a hat, headband. She could be wearing a headband. Some sort of like.
Well, do you call those headbands the things she drapes on her forehead?
She calls them headbands.
Okay.
I don't know what I call them, but I think back in the day there used to be like a roach clip to the end of them. Yeah.
Really?
Like a,
Yeah, it would be like a headband
That she, like,
would have,
used?
yeah,
That's so awesome.
Midwest Moira.
cool.
Yeah.
I love hearing about your mom.
She's a funny gal.
My name is Matt. I play Zook Magoop, male turtle wizard 8, level 8.
Allegedly.
And allegedly.
Such a sick gulp.
Have they done like a musical called like Audience the Musical where like it's done while in your seat? And they kind of do some
I mean,
elements
you're
on
supposed
stage.
to stay
but, like,
seated during most musicals.
It's
Wait, how,
Interesting.
I need more
I
clarification.
know they've done
What
plays where they'll pull somebody up
every
onto
once in a while,
stage.
you know, you get some audience participation, or you
Yeah,
get an
like-
actor in the house, or you're giving
Yeah.
me kind of like a Sleep No More, like active art
Yeah.
piece, interactive sort of
like
thing.
you're sitting there like curtains or whatever move back and then things happen, but it's not like actors, and then you just hear someone from the audience start talking and they're mic'd up secretly.
Ah.
And then like other actors from the crowd are
What if you-
in on it
That's good.
too. And
What if the
Open
stage
the
design
curtains.
was an auditorium where it was like an audience watching you?
There's more
Oh.
audience.
Yeah.
No, I think when it opens up, it's a mirror.
I think that's
One
Xander.
big mirror.
there it
Xana
is.
do?
But I think that'd be cool.
That
like,
is good.
very
So, what about
unexpected.
Audience the musical.
What about this? Like, so there is an actual play going on the stage, and it's like, you know, it's narrative. It's got characters. They have lines, everything like that. But
The
from
real
the
music.
audience, you get commentary that somehow fleshes out a bigger, broader story from people in the audience. Like they're singing. Maybe it's about their experience of being in the theater, what's been going on, you know. But like, and then somehow these stories weave together for like a greater.
It toes the
Larger.
line of improv and musical, just all kind of blended together.
No
But
third
I'm
wall.
here for it. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it.
Fourth wall.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, I'm Will.
We
I
are
play
out of time. Let's start.
Ruza, the level 8 fighter, lizard folk. And I have two that I've been like kind of like
Okay.
trying to think between.
Sure.
One that I think
Combine
may
them.
have already happened already.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania the musical.
Oh, I'm sure it has
Yeah.
in some way,
I mean,
shape, or
that
form.
has to have happened.
It's a great.
I
it's a
honestly-
great
feel
source
like that would be.
material.
don't you feel like
crazy
at
idea.
WrestleMania?
Honestly, I would say honestly, WrestleMania
True.
is a musical in a lot of
like,
ways.
they just have to sing. That's
It's not a WrestleMania if they don't have a live band playing someone's entrance music. So yeah,
But I
I'd say
just
we're
like
pretty-
the idea of them like laying the smackdown on each other and then go into solo.
and then singing.
Then they would truly be appreciated for the performers and athletes that they are.
Yeah.
I want one scene where a guy's about to do like a 450 splash off the top rope and is like pauses midair, and the spotlight comes down to the guy on the ground, and he stands up and
Dude.
does his whole thing while the guy's in the air the whole time. That would be crazy.
Dude, that's actually
when he sees me.
no.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Dude, that's actually sick.
All the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love that
slowly
idea
lowering
because,
down.
like the NASCAR one, you just do it there
Yeah.
at the actual event. And so, can you imagine it just all of a sudden?
And
that's
wrestling
how,
fans would be like,
yeah,
okay.
That's how,
They
that's
would-
how you start the musical off. Is like this fight is going on. This guy's going up for that jump. That's how you know. That's how you break it. You're just like he stops midair. The light shines on him, and he bursts into song. That's how the musical portion begins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, what was your other one? That was a
Dude,
beautiful
that's-
idea.
that is gold. That's the best one.
My other idea was something.
MMA the musical.
No, for some reason it popped into my head after Barista was like said, and for some reason my brain went Waffle House the musical.
Again,
Mainly
That's a
because
good-
I
Pure
thought
gold.
just the people who work at Waffle House. If
You got character.
That's
Yeah.
the
That just sounds like the movie Waiting.
You could have a moment in the Waffle House musical where they do like the using household objects to play
oh, it's
instruments.
Stomp. It's definitely
Like
Stomp.
Stomp.
I was gonna say if you did Waffle House the musical, you could get one number from WrestleMania the musical.
That's actually how it begins.
But no,
is they're watching WrestleMania the musical, and then
You have the guy that like took too much from Alexander Hamilton, who starts rapping his like thing, and all his buddies are playing on the griddle and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Why do you serve like you're running out of time?
it,
So
yeah,
stupid.
waitress meets Hamilton
Yep.
meets
Ham
Stomp and
Meets
ham.
Hamlet.
Blue Man Group somehow. I don't know.
Who's ham?
Spam-A-Lot.
Spam a lot. Oh my gosh.
We've done it, guys.
Good podcast.
Yeah,
Great work,
great.
everybody.
We
Alright.
did it. All right.
That's a
So now
wrap
that
on-
we've
Losers.
now that we've figured all that out, we're gonna a 5, 6, 7, 8, and jump into episode 44 of the Wild Manor School
Oh,
Bus.
wow. Happy birthday.
So the last time we were here, our adventurers had made the trek across a portion of the Emerald Vale to a village known as Book, the heart and home of their wizard Zook. They arrived at the village, were greeted warmly by Zook's friends and family. An evening of celebration and fun and games was had. All of this amidst the backdrop of a more daunting task. The task being that the party was seeking out an ancient place, a temple, where someone was suspected of planning and prepping another heinous act upon their arch rival, Barrios. This unknown assailant, known only as the Second Son. The gang decided that they were going to go into the Emerald Vale and try to learn what they could and see if they could put a stop to this. And that is where they made this little side trek to the village of Book. And that is where we find ourselves tonight. With the following morning after the celebration, you guys are preparing and gathering whatever elements you need to head into the forest, into the Emerald Vale itself, to try to see if you can locate an ancient city, the place known as Sol Dasbog.
We're all like, yeah, that's what we're gonna
That's
do.
what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But yeah, so the morning comes and you guys are beginning to make your departing preparations. Unless there's something specific that you guys are looking to get or collect, we can begin having you guys head off towards the inland, essentially.
I think we got a bit of advice from Juke before we had. Is that right? I think that was sort of the last thing we said last time. So I think we were pretty well prepared to head out?
Could I have in that time attuned to my Stone of Good Luck?
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like to go ahead and do that.
Lovely. Done.
Is there anything like at my house or somewhere in the town that I can get? Because I haven't gotten any equipment or anything in a while. Like I lost my grimoire. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, grimoire.
Grimoire.
Oh, right.
When we went to jail and all that, but
You could have picked one of those up at the school, right? We could just go back in time
that
and
was
say
the idea.
you got it from
did.
school.
Yeah, I don't remember if I actually did or not.
I think you definitely did.
Cook or whatever.
I was gone.
I
the
will
following-
say.
I think for sure.
Oh, let me go pick up my arcane grimoire that I just left on the shelf.
Oh,
I
from
always have a backup.
like from when you were in school, like maybe one of your old textbooks.
It was a
Oh, yeah, your
graduation
extra.
gift.
Sure, the extra one.
Every wizard has like 2 or
It
3.
would be stupid not to like copy down an extra copy of your grimoire,
feel
right?
like-
That's like the first thing they
That's
teach.
half of your degrees, like scribing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Scribing.
My monks got 2 fists.
What?
Yeah, you know, to have an extra.
Oh, like one hit, the other to hit. Okay.
It was a joke. I'm gonna work on like.
I think they're really enjoying your joke. You don't need to work on anything. I don't think. It seems like it's going really well.
Oh, all right. You think so?
Yeah, deception check for sure. 22. You're buying it. Your head's so inflated right now.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to look up.
Oh no, let's risk.
okay,
Let's
we're
get out of
riffing.
here. You got your stuff. You got your extra book. I got my quarterstaff.
I never got rid of it from my inventory.
Was that a riff?
You have to just.
Just was sort of a.
There's
I almost said it. Sort of an evil person.
Cool if it was on like, the inside of your shell.
Just gotta be
Your
prepped
shell
in
with-
case we see a sort of an evil person.
Okay, so
It's sort of an evil.
let's just get this clear. So we're gonna go find the what theoretically a temple where the guy who wants to kill Arios is like hiding out.
Yeah.
I hope that
heard-
we're really right about this because
I was
this
gonna
does
say,
seem like 50-50 chance we have completely interpreted this whole thing wrong.
That is true. I just realized I forgot to mention to you all. Barrios told me last night that he's taking a meditative vow of silence today. So he's just gonna sort of tag along.
That's why he didn't laugh at my joke. I get it.
You don't have to lie
Barrios
for him.
nods sullenly.
Hey, could you?
What if he's just trying to cough up a hairball? He's nude. We have no idea how he got it, but it's just dude. It
looking other people? That's how he gets.
But he
it.
is there to help if we need him, right?
Oh yeah,
What?
he's
Vow of
he's
silence?
coming with us, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I'm here.
No, I don't know if that's. I don't know what the implications of somebody else doing your voice when you're trying to take a vow of silence is. I'm gonna just.
Whoa!
Oh, it's the daytime.
That's
I can't check in with the
meta.
moon.
Yeah, totally. The moon is my spouse.
I don't know what to do with everything that's happening right now.
It's okay. We all interpret for him since he's taking this vow of silence.
I'm Boreas. Did you put the apostrophe in the right place? There's an apostrophe. The moon.
It felt insulting, but it's also accurate.
It's real.
I can't believe he didn't laugh at it. He is taking this vow of silence very seriously.
Very serious.
Listen, if I poke him, let's see if he does anything.
Boink, boink. Sorry.
I hope like
he
a clown
just keeps
nose?
his pants on this time. He's always walking around butt naked all the time every time the moon comes out.
I can obviously see what he's wearing right now because someone described that new outfit he got. Didn't he get a new cool
Oh, he got like
suit.
easy tearaway pants, basically. So he's technically wearing like very flowy pants, high slits, but he could just.
I kind of find
like
that more
MC
threatening than him just letting it all hang out.
Like MC Hammer style
It's
pants,
like-
but
it's
tearaways.
Yeah.
You kind of get used to it. You're like,
Wearing
okay,
those yesterday.
okay, he's clothed, but at any point in time, right? He's just
You
like,
never know.
He's gonna pull a Janet Jackson. We just know it.
What level of arcane grimoire do you have?
Or
did you keep?
Wondrous plus 2?
I think
One of the
19.
blue ones?
It would if you get one from your house, it would be a +1. So, yeah,
What if I
sorry,
get 2 of them from my
not the only one you'd have. Sorry.
Well, that's better than none.
Yeah, okay. That's
Half cast it through one. And
Yeah, it would be an old spell book that you acquire. I thought I had
Focus.
I was looking because I thought I had made something specifically for this moment, and it turns out I did not. Oh wait,
we can wait.
What is it? Is it an arcane
keep
grimoire
riffing.
+3 that you thought you made?
I'll just get it next week.
Oh my gosh, no. Actually, didn't you tell me that you had like like an ancestral arcane grimoire that you decided to leave back here because you were just going off to like adventure, you didn't want to risk it, but
My
this would be
legendary grimoire?
your legendary grim. That's what you called it, your legendary grimoire, and you're like, maybe this is the chance to use it. It's really important. We gotta protect Rios.
Didn't you say you lent it to your son so that he might get it one day? He could study it in the meantime, and then whenever you came back.
Grimoire to a child.
Okay, they got to start out somewhere.
Give the
you
most
know.
powerful magical item any of us has ever seen to an
It's like
8-year-old.
giving it's like giving a baby Tolstoy or something.
Well,
like,
because
you
he's a
figure it out.
baby.
Tolstoy, but also Tolstoy that can just catch fire at random.
Well, he's not very powerful because he's a kid, so you give him something powerful so he can practice the better
Right.
spells.
He's only allowed to read the first 12 pages.
The best he can do is Sparks with
You
it,
know
really.
he's going to read beyond the first 12.
Oh, yeah.
You tell him
The
not
kids
to.
here are really smart. That's why we had paint in that one paint war thing.
That's right. They
Instead of
could have
actual spells.
could have killed Rios.
Rios. I've 100%
Do you think he
I
gets
yelled
hairballs?
Barrios' name into a toilet. Just like
I had it and I can't find it now.
Do you think he gets hairballs?
a little annoying?
No, we
Anyhow.
just decided. Yeah, he licks other people for hairballs.
Find it.
Or himself?
He needs
I'll see what I
hairballs.
see.
Yeah,
He doesn't have hair.
just like chickens, how they eat
Yes, he is
rocks to
butt
like
naked.
get it in their craw, just like that.
Or is that why he has no hair?
He just licked it clean.
I can't wait to play some Dungeons and
So he
Dragons.
just has like a
That's
giant.
what we're doing.
Brother,
I-
you're playing it.
To track here a little
You
bit.
best start believing in Dungeons and Dragons. You're
Okay.
in one.
Zach, I don't think you understand Dungeons and Dragons.
So, you guys gather what you need, say farewell to all of your new friends and old friends here at the village of Book, and with a heartfelt goodbye, you set off, heading into the jungles of the Emerald Vale. It's early morning by the time you guys get in there, so the sun has yet to fully rise over the Mount Juva, the towering pinnacle of a mountain that is that sets above everything. But as you make your way into the jungle, the cool of the morning quickly evaporates, and the humidity of the day begins to creep in. But you guys are headed down a well-worn path that you hope kind of puts you in the general direction of where this place would be. So as you guys are going through, is anyone looking for anything in particular, keeping an eye out for something? We'll make some general checks and rolls to see what we can
I'm going to
do
certainly
here.
keep my eyes open for any of the plants that were snatching people up before, or anything else that looks sort of vaguely threatening.
Go ahead and do perception if you'd like to do that.
Would love to do that.
Hold on.
That's going to be very good. It's going to be a 25.
25. So as you guys begin to make your way, the sounds of the jungle begin to kind of pour into your senses as you begin to move through, ducking under overhanging vines, stepping over large tree roots, the heat kind of pressing in on all sides. Not overwhelming, but definitely, thankfully, the canopy is kind of blocking out most of it. But as you go, Kessis, your eyes are taking in the area around you, full of life, of different shapes and varieties. Nothing of the very obviously large man-eating plants that you saw. Nothing is triggered. Nothing is attempting to grab you all. So for the first few hours, you guys are it's smooth going.
Okay.
As you guys are making it through the jungles.
Hey, Zook. Can you think of any reason that like I shouldn't try swinging from vine to vine through the treetops? Because I think I could do it. Sounds fun, and who knows? Maybe it would be like, beneficial to have gotten used to that kind of maneuvering in this environment.
Well, a lot of those vines are sentient, kind of like those trees that were attacking you before. and So probably not the best idea to be swinging from them. Some of them are fine. Some of them are normal vines, but they are very, very good at disguising themselves amongst the normal ones and catching their prey that way. So you might get strangled.
No.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Glad I asked.
All
Duly
right.
noted.
I'll go ahead and I would like to give you guys my little trinkets. Ruza. I'll give you bootstraps.
Ooh.
If you fail an ability check, you can just choose to succeed as a reaction. Wyatt, I would like to grant you 5 temporary hit points.
Because you're squishy.
And then Connie, Scufflinks.
Thank you.
Advantage on attack rolls at some point. So I'll be annoying. I'll keep constantly reminding you, hey, by the way, you have that thing.
I like to think that Connie, like, they're just, like, hanging loose on his... They're just bracelets.
I just have to, like,
Yeah, they're just, like...
clear.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so Connie is gonna, like,
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans, run through here every once in a while, like, vaulting over.
Sure. Go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics. I'll let you choose.
Yeah, you will. Acrobatics, 6 to 15.
15. Yeah, you begin to run through the space, kind of moving with speed and agility, parkouring off of different elements of the jungle, reaching up every once in a while, grabbing a couple vines. None of them are giving you kind of like the full Tarzan kind of swings, but you do get a good distance on a few of them. You definitely scare quite a bit of wildlife as you move through here.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, ideal.
Every once in a while, you kind of stumble. You do step in something that is questionable at one point, but you don't care. You're running through. You're having a great time. But yeah, you run through for about an hour or so, feeling exhilarated, having a great time.
Perfect.
Everyone else gets tired watching you do it, honestly.
Yeah, they do.
Exhaustion.
No, just,
Everyone else takes one level of exhaustion.
everyone
That'll be
realizing
fine.
that, like, wow, Connie has been physically fit for most of his life. Meanwhile, I am having to breathe a little bit to get through here.
Oh,
So-
don't you hate people like that? You're like,
I am living vicariously through Connie.
Yeah.
For sure.
some people are like sleeper athletes where you're like, that person's not athletic, and then they just stun you.
Moving through for the first half of the day, nothing of note happens. The jungle just continues to grow and evolve around you guys. Midday comes, you stop for a little bit to rest. As you guys are hanging out for taking a bit of a reprieve as you journey, I need someone to go ahead and, I believe, actually, we'll go ahead and do it this way, because I like this.
Ooh, he's going to choose which one.
Okay.
Just some goals happening.
Castus, I believe you have the highest passive, correct?
That seems likely.
And it is a
21.
21.
Jeez.
As you guys are eating and enjoying just kind of a moment of rest under a little bit more structured shade as the day continues to go and the heat continues to get a little bit more oppressive. Cass, as you're hanging out for a second and you, for just the briefest moment, catch the feeling of eyes on you, and as you kind of turn to like look in the direction, just
Glorious.
not quickly, just casually, you can see what looks to be some creature that quickly ducks behind a tree, probably about 45, 50 feet away from you. But something was definitely like looking at you, and then as you turn, you for the briefest moment, just like there was something back there.
I
Creature, humanoid, could not tell.
I give Ruza a little smack on the arm and I say, hey, will you just help me keep an eye right? And I sort of try to point it out. I think there's something maybe keeping an eye on us. Just help me look for a moment.
Yeah.
Just
I have an idea. Can I, because I have my little parrot.
You do have your parrot.
Can I send them into the canopy above
Absolutely.
and kind of have
Absolutely.
them scout around in the
Yeah,
area?
go ahead and make a perception check for me. Well, with your familiar.
Is Barrios within sight? Is he with us?
He is, yes.
Okay.
I don't think I have it ready.
Just making sure it's not.
His gross
You
little
look
tail
for a
peeking
moment,
out.
and while silent, he does
That's
walk
not
over
his
to a
tail.
tree and kind of like puts the one arm lean on it, and then all of a sudden just kind of looks at the tree and starts like stretching on it for a second, just kind of
like arches his back.
yeah, just a little.
21.
21. Your parrot up into the trees begins to fly, kind of weaving up and down on the canopy. Gets to a point where it gets out and kind of swoops back around, and as it does catch what looks to be like foliage doing the whole like shifting thing as something runs through it. Something moving out from the grounds, and actually not just one thing, like 2 to 3 of them. So something leaving at a rapid pace, like moving away
From us?
from you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
So he went out, and as he comes back around, he can see them running off off in a direction. Can't see what they are, but he can see movement of
How
some
fast
of
is
things.
it moving?
From what he can tell, how fast can your parrot go?
That is a good
A
question.
million.
How fast can your parrot like
fast
tell
can
how
my
fast things go?
parrot
Really?
Yeah, how's the
60
speedometer?
feet
Yeah.
every...
So
Does he
as
have,
it
like, a
as it
laser-
kind of
one of those
levels out
lasers?
and kind of like follows
Must.
the direction of them for a little bit, maintains with them, does not gain on them.
Okay. I can send it out fairly far.
You can make it go faster if you want, but I'm just saying, like, as its normal speed, it is.
Oh, yeah, I meant
Just
like...
following. Oh,
I
you
can-
want it
I
to
can
keep
just let
going?
it- yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
sure.
going to tell my parrot, like...
Sure,
if
sure.
Whack 'em.
you start to get into any danger, come back.
Oh, for sure.
But
You want it to
keep an
track for a
eye.
while. Sure. Okay,
So-
yeah, you can definitely do that.
Send them off.
All right. So with that new and intriguing mystery kind of
keep
put
our eyes open.
Yeah.
Just can't
with,
hurt.
with that put on the back burner,
No,
you guys can continue to
just me and
move.
Russo.
Continue to move deeper into the jungle, searching for the ruined temple.
Yes,
As
yes,
you guys are
Barrios. I'll continue to speak for you.
As you guys are going, I need
Please.
anyone who would like to. I need. Gonna say survival is gonna be our
Yeah, why
next
not?
roll here
Might as
because
well. Is it anybody who like to? Do you not
How-
like to? That's a nat 20, baby.
I don't remember when I had a character that was his only good stat. That was fun.
Do I have advantage being from this area, sort of?
yeah, I'll
Not
give you.
necessarily
Oh, sure, I'll give you advantage.
Well, he
on
has
it,
17.
Sure. 17, very nice.
I think we all decided to roll.
Yeah.
For funsies?
Yeah,
we heard
rolling's fine.
one nat 20 and we were all like, yeah, then I can do whatever I want.
Let's see what I can
Get
do.
it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Natural.
What if you also got a nat 20?
I did. I got a 9.
Oh, no, I mean a 9.
I rolled. I didn't get a nat 20. I rolled and got
I
a
know I
9.
kicked the microphone with it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So moving
Nine.
through.
93.
Thank you, Drew. Moving through the jungle, kind of picking your way as best you can. There are moments where you can't tell if the paths that you're walking are man-made, if they are made by animals. You're just kind of moving in a direction. Again, not really knowing where you're going. I don't think anybody has a general idea or direction. I think you were just kind of moving into the jungle. But with a natural 20, I will say there's a moment where, Nell, you're kind of walking around and all of a sudden your sleeve gets tugged pretty violently and the unheard servant kind of points. And you look down kind of at your feet, and as you guys are walking just about maybe 30 feet off and at an angle into the jungle, you can see from where you're standing the perfect vantage of what looks like stones that are across the ground. While haphazard and broken, from your vantage point, they look as though they could have been an old path of some, like a stone road of some kind.
Ooh.
Oh, you're handier than anything. You deserve a new pair of gloves. He literally, yeah. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. That's how excited he is.
He's handier than anything. It looks maybe like to me that there's a path here. Shall we follow?
Absolutely. This is
good a direction as it
exciting.
no, I think we should.
Thank you, Barrios. You're so kind. You're
I'm in love with the moon. Let her guide us.
Moon.
Do we get to like keep mocking him the whole time that he is being silent?
Is it fine if we mock you the whole time while you're being...
Absolutely no.
How annoyed does Barrios look? Or is this like silent?
He's not here to
stance?
defend himself. I don't know the way he looks.
He's like,
he loves it.
Zen.
You know what? He
So-
prayed
yeah,
for
so
patience.
serene.
Every once in a while, if you're really paying attention, there's one extra huffy, just sort of. But other than that, it's very
chill.
zen.
Very chill. All right.
So is this like path, like older path?
Very overgrown and broken to the point of basically it's unrecognizable. Had Nell not rolled a natural 20, there probably would not have been a way for her to distinguish it.
Whoa, it just would have looked like rocks.
Would have just looked like more of the terrain. As you
Good
guys
job,
are moving
Nell.
through.
It wasn't
Can
me.
I look to see if there's like with whatever's out in the woods? Can I look and see whether it's might be overgrown, but whether there at least might be some recent like footprints or tracks?
Foot traffic?
in the
Sure,
ground?
if you want to make a, I guess, investigation check, if you want to go ahead and do that.
18.
There does not appear to be anything along this road that gives you an indication that someone's been here recently.
But they have now. And Connie just takes
As
that.
he walks through, yeah. Okay. Moving through, the day quickly becomes night. The heat of the day dissolving instantly into cold. It gets very. The cold is not frigid, but it is with the sun gone. The heat escapes for some reason, and it is it's colder than you expected here in the jungle. But you guys can find a spot to camp for the evening, bedding down to get a long rest. As you...
If we're about to bed down... oh, wait.
Do you think the Cape of Mount Bank is like warmer than a normal cape? I mean, it smells of brimstone and smoke comes off of it.
Sure.
Ooh, you smell like
I would say,
farts.
yeah, you could definitely wrap yourself up into it and feel very much...
Hot fart.
Sulfur is different than brimstone.
She's saying that farts smell like soap. Soap fuzz. I'm now. Here's the.
Now we're losing it.
Here's the.
Yes. So basically, yes, you can wrap yourself up in it. You feel very warm.
Nice. Thanks.
As you guys are getting ready to bed down, Ruza, do you have some sort of a connection to your bird, or does it just show up?
If it's within 100 feet of me.
Oh, that's when you can connect to it. Okay, that's good. It's good to know.
Yeah.
As you everyone's getting ready to bed down for the evening, the bird does return, and reunites with you. I don't know. Can it relay information to you?
Telepathically.
Okay, yeah. So it does relay to you that it followed whatever that was for most of the day. Lost it at one point, not far from here. Actually, it actually said only a few miles off to which I guess would be the north of where you guys are being camped. It lost track of them, and then it spent a couple hours circling until it found you guys here. But yeah, it said whatever they were, they just kept moving through the jungle, and then just kind of vanished in the undergrowth. Wasn't able to keep track of them.
Which direction are we headed now, since we're like on this?
Thank
shady
you
path?
for clarifying that.
You guys are headed
Emerald Vale map.
south, I believe. Yes, I believe you were headed south.
Okay, so they're in the opposite.
So they are north of you guys, so back the way you were coming, but not too far away from where you were. So,
Okay.
or where you are now. So only a few miles away. But anyhow, so yeah, that is what you are relayed.
Maybe we just don't all be asleep at the same time.
I do have an
I'll
idea.
take the first round.
So I'm guessing it's like pretty overgrown all around us.
Yeah, unless you want to find a specific place to camp, you can just kind of
How do you think of the idea of clearing away a bit of an area around us so that nothing could sneak up directly against us? There's like a wall where if they step foot within, they're obviously spotted.
Smart.
Yeah. That.
But
Do
does
you,
that
do you have an
also-
idea for that, or are you asking?
I was just going to chop it away.
Oh.
I mean, that also leaves us out in the open too.
It's also, it's also
we're
dark.
already
So you're gonna have
defeated.
shadows and all sorts of other stuff
I
like
think
that. So
Well, true, but
I don't know. That might serve us all right to be in a bit of a clearing. It might not hurt. I think I could probably help a bit if that's what we're wanting to do.
I was just curious if you thought the idea was not a bad one.
I think I like where your head's at. It just means things get 10 feet away before we notice instead of
Yes.
4 feet
Before
away.
literally
Barrios
biting
is
my
already on all
ankles.
fours, kicking with his back legs like cats. do.
So weird.
I'm going to. This isn't quite how this works, so we'll see how we want to deal with this. But I'm going to cast Blight on the area. It technically requires a target. So if this,
No, you very very easily. I would say using your knowledge of the spell, I would say you can very easily utilize it to your advantage of being able to kind of kill off some of the surrounding foliage to make it much easier for you to just kind of swing
It's
away
a-
and
I was
clear
gonna-
out.
it's a 4th
Call
level
my-
spell that does 64 points of damage to
Very
any
easy to
non-magical
do.
plants.
No
so
issues.
I was just
Yeah.
going to call my dancing scimitar and just
kinda-
like have it.
Oh yeah.
The unheard servant. Go ahead, guys.
it's got scissors.
Within
scissors.
within I would say probably 30 minutes to an hour, you guys can clear out a very sizable area to where you are confident that anything cannot approach you without being seen.
And then we'll just keep a couple of people awake.
Absolutely.
Not the whole night, but we'll take shifts.
I could take the first.
While that's happening,
Watch.
go ahead. Sorry.
So I can take the first watch.
Okay, great. I think while that's happening, Connie does his best to like build a wall that they can at least like be behind a screen, so that like whoever's on watch can be actively watching out, but no clear targets.
You want to build a blind.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Around
I
them. So,
like.
Yeah, so that they can, whoever's on watch can see out perfectly fine, but no one can see an actual target
And you can pee
inside.
behind them.
Yeah. So using
privacy.
the help of
cleared brush.
using the brush and the help of people around you, you're able to set up a little bit of a blind off to, I would say, off against one of the trees nearby, providing you with pretty great cover, while still giving you a pretty open view of the open area around you.
Point Connie towards building the blind towards the north side of our
Absolutely,
little
yeah.
encampment.
Yeah. You can point in that
that's
direction.
Specifically, if those things come back,
Absolutely, yeah.
then they aren't.
Yeah.
You said it. Your bird said it's towards the north side.
Generally,
Ish.
around that
Anyway,
area. Yeah.
Hey, so I'm gonna look over towards the north and see if I can find one of the taller trees that kind of has like a good way of like looking out over like the north side of everything. And then hey, Zook, does this tree look sentient to you, or is it one I can climb?
I feel like a good test is just smacking it.
What are you looking at me for?
I mean, I prefer not to piss it off.
Do I know?
What's the question?
Yeah.
I can say with utter
Is
confidence.
this tree like sentient, like gonna kill him type thing, or just? a
There's
normal
two
tree?
ways you can do this. You could roll to determine it, or you could
Yeah.
just BS it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, thanks. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna find a tree that I can kind of get a good lay of the land and see if anything's coming on the north side.
Okay.
And hang out there for my perception checks.
I'll stay up with you, but down below. I'll take first part of the watch as well.
You use the blind.
Of course.
The further
Okay.
we get away from Book,
My little eyes can only
the
see
trees and
ground
the plants aren't as bad. The wildlife kind of questionable at times, but yeah, that one's good.
Sure.
Alright.
All right. So you,
No
everyone,
fire.
everyone beds down for the evening, taking their long rest. As Wyatt, go ahead and make your, I guess, perception check as you are taking first watch.
I was going to take watch with him as well.
Oh, then go ahead. Yeah,
Like,
you may go ahead and roll as well.
This is passive perception.
No, this is active perception.
Okay.
I hope you did good. Gulp.
22.
22. The first couple hours roll by, and it takes you a while to kind of like settle down because the night is not quiet. The night is filled with the sounds of cawing, of cackling, of trees being swayed, the sound of limbs being broken, the sound of the underbrush continually being shuffled around. There's one point where this serpentine creature kind of like crawls across your feet that you didn't even notice at one point, just because it blended in with the leaves and the ground so well. But as you kind of settle down and kind of focus on what you're looking for, anything obviously out of the ordinary, kind of drowning out some of the ambience of this place, you notice about 60 feet away, right on the edge of the clearing, there is the slightest shift of movement.
So I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark,
Mm-hmm.
in hopes that if it is something,
And Hunter's Mark is 60 feet?
it's 90 feet.
Then yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So cast Hunter's Mark
Mm-hmm.
and see if I feel it lock onto something.
It does.
Okay. At that point, I'm just going to kind of. It doesn't seem like it's trying to necessarily get close to us, so I'm going to observe a little bit more.
Sure. Okay.
And see what it does. So I'm just going to
Just gonna keep.
a specific eye
Sure.
on him.
Nell, did you roll?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
Okay, you're sleeping.
I'm not. I'm coming up with musicals.
Nope.
We're adventuring down the musical.
Oh, that. Yeah, there you go.
The
You could,
wee
yeah,
little
come with
bard,
music.
the wee little bard was she.
As you're just kind of sitting there singing your little songs, Wyatt, you're watching. You see, you more than feel it. The object of your hunter's mark waits for about 20 minutes, just kind of stock still, and then feeling like it's almost like it's got its confidence, makes its way into the clearing. And as it does,
As soon as it does that, is it going to be like close to. I mean, I'm guessing we're within. Oh, let's see.
Hop, little bunny, hop, hop, hop.
Are we now within like 30 feet? Did he kind of like go?
no, it
Under?
just started clearing the 60-foot line.
Okay.
So it's now stepping out. As it does, you can see very, not clearly, but see pretty. Do you have dark vision?
What an exciting question.
That one weird I probably do.
No, sir. It would be
Actually,
right here.
the one weird I probably's got cataracts. So he's got bad night
it's
vision.
hard to. What was the? Do we?
No.
Can you answer? No, you do not. Okay. So we're going off of. I'm not gonna. You know. Roll back anything we've done because I will say the moon is out, so there is light streaming through the jungle, but it is still very dark in here. There is no natural light. You did not do a fire, so I will say you only see, because of your hunter's mark, you only see the one stepping out, because you very predator style can kind of like thermal image see it a lot easier than anything else. But you see
I was
it
gonna
step
wait
out.
for it to get closer.
You see it step out. You could see just kind of. You can kind of sense this shape stepping out into the clearing, and it pauses for another few minutes, and then takes another few steps, and it seems to be moving in the general direction of your sleeping party, just kind of slowly. It'll move a few feet and then stop and wait for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then it'll take a few more steps, and so that's what it does. So you do this for about 20 minutes before it gets within the halfway mark and gets to about 30 feet of your sleeping party.
We'll run with painted centaurs with wind in our hair.
Okay.
just gonna go for this. So you said he's within 30 feet?
It is now, yes.
30
Mhm.
feet?
Absolutely.
I'm going to Misty Step behind it and
Okay.
grab
Bonus
it.
action, Missy Step.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a grapple check. Your strength versus this one's, and I'm going to do it at disadvantage.
This is my strength.
That's going to be you have to beat a 6.
Okay, that can be done.
Hey.
That can be done, right?
Come on, little rabbit man.
Listen.
Or -1 to strength.
Hey, 10.
10. You appear behind it and reach out and grab this thing that is significantly smaller than you, and grab it.
And I'm going to
That's your
instantly
kid.
yell, Connie!
So you shriek Connie, I'm hoping waking people up.
Oh, yeah.
As that happens, I'm going to go ahead and roll real quick.
So as soon as Connie is awake, he moves towards that noise.
So you should wake. Everyone shoots awake at
Oh, shit,
Wyatt
I'm on the
yells
wall.
Something
Connie.
loud happens.
You
They
She's
run
like,
by seeing Nell taking
Yeah,
a nap.
Connie!
you feel this.
Connie!
You feel this tiny thing in your arms, like struggle, and then all of a sudden, and you are just holding a armful of leaves. As it 10 feet away appears in a bundle of leaves, hits the ground, pops up, and turns and tries to sprint. Sprinting in a direction.
I'm
away
gonna
from
wait.
everybody.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I'm not trying
As
to hurt
everyone
you.
else jumps up, pulls out weapons, and just
That's-
spells
wait,
prepared.
wait.
Just-
Hands glowing.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Fingers sharpened.
There's a reason why I just tried to grapple you. You were sneaking up on my friends. I'm not trying to grapple you or nothing like that.
You still can't see this thing. You just have a sense of where it is. Anyone pulling
So-
lights out? What are we?
I have
Connie-
300 feet of dark vision. Can I at least like see
Yeah.
what's
You can
going
see
on?
it very
Yeah,
easily.
Connie cast Dark Vision like he cast it before he went to sleep. So because he wanted it for the whole
Oh,
night.
you want dark? Okay, so anyone else needing any source of light, or we're just all gonna? I'm trying to see because I don't think
60
everyone has.
feet, baby.
I am.
Light
I'm gonna
was
use,
not in Connie's plan.
when I-
The
when I-
absence of light was Connie's plan.
Correct.
So.
When I pop up, I'm gonna use my Eyes of Night feature. So I can give 3 willing creatures an hour of 300 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
I need it.
So,
So I was gonna say I know who can see in the dark because I couldn't see in the dark before.
Correct.
So I'm just gonna pop it for Wyatt and Zook and Rusa.
Ruza, do you need dark vision as well?
That's the only one I don't
think so.
Okay.
Because I can't find it anywhere. I looked it up on. I looked up and it
looking at
said
China,
that
I don't see it.
lizard folks are supposed to have
At any
it,
rate.
but I don't think I
don't
have.
even know.
You have 240 more feet of it, even if you do, depending on who you
I
are.
think
But like,
does. I think it seems like a cat should have dark vision.
Yeah.
for sure do.
You would think.
But he's
Yeah.
not doing it. He's
That's the
like
same
just
thing
sitting
whenever
there.
I went and looked and I was like,
refusing to
I'm pretty sure
participate.
lizards do.
I
and
would
then
think
my
turtles too.
my page says no. And I'm like,
Well,
okay.
now
Turtles
right
have
now for
water
an hour
vision.
you've got
You guys have
300
dark
feet.
vision.
He does.
Sweet.
So I think
Does that work?
But
I think everyone does now in theory.
Yeah. So you
Very nice.
Yeah, so you basically, everyone gets up in the weird magical way. Lights are turned on as everyone can see in the darkness now.
I imagine Connie flitting from shadow to shadow, just trying to find whatever the hell got
so
created the yell.
can I, since he endowed me with that, can I see?
Yeah, so as the proverbial lights come on and you're standing there and you're like, I'm not trying to hurt you. You can all see standing in the middle of the area that you've all kind of created now is this 11-inch humanoid, garbed in what can only be described as foliage, just kind of standing there, slightly more, definitely more rounded than a humanoid should be, with like much shorter arms and legs than it should have, and the neck and head kind of like all in one, very much like a bowling pin style Just little,
My uncle.
just
Yeah,
little,
Sal!
just the tiniest little thing you've ever seen. And it's looking at you, and it has what looks to be a stick, but it was not something that it looks like it's holding it like it was a spear, but it is just a stick it found on the ground. It's blunt.
No,
And it's just like holding it and looking at you.
We just, I've got my dagger here. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it on the ground. I'm just friends.
everybody maybe take
I
a
put it
step
down?
back.
And it looks around and like
Now
Every-
Connie
every-
just
sees
starts.
all of you.
I'm gonna have
wrapping
all
up.
my friends take just a step back.
Is this what you woke us up for?
Don't
so
mind
funny.
him.
Look at me. No, hey, chill, calm down. Calm down. You want some food? You want some food? He like tosses him a little piece of like.
Maybe we don't throw things at him at the moment.
Oh no, just not at him, like toward him. Like you
She
want
just
some-
seems
Throws
a
the
little
food down,
jumpy.
looks down, looks back up at you,
It's tasty. Look, it's good.
picks up the food, takes a little bite of it, looks up at you, immediately sprints over to where Connie is, and face down, prostrate.
Oh crap.
Is this how Barrio started?
yeah. Barrios, come here. Take this food.
Sure did. It was the day I found out the moon was made of cheese.
Hey, little buddy, do you speak common?
It raises its head and starts to say something.
In Elvish?
No.
Giant?
Dwarvish.
Thieves can't?
Actually,
It'd be
hold
really
on.
funny if it spoke giant.
Primordial?
I'm gonna
I'm
say
hoping. I love
technically
that.
yes, it is Elvish because Sylvan is Sylvan and Elvish are similar.
I speak actual Sylvan.
Okay, so but I will
Not that
so
bastardized version.
I'm gonna say because of that, so you will understand it. You will get
Get the
like
gist.
you'll get the like somebody who it's a second language. Like I understand what you're trying
Like,
to say.
I speak Spanish, he's speaking Italian.
Or like Portuguese, you know?
yeah, like
almost
I
there.
I know what you're I know what I can say to you to get the point across.
If it was written, I'd
yeah.
know exactly.
You you ask it like do you speak, little buddy? And it looks up at you, and you all hear resounding from a body that it should not. You hear this booming little voice that goes, "Hail, Lord and Protector of our lands."
Hey, little mama.
Yes, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What is your name, good sir?
We are the Beedogh, and we seek your aid, lords of the land.
Would I know anything about these creatures?
Make a history check.
16.
There are a lot of civilizations along the shores of the Emerald Vale. There's a lot of untouched civilization within the Emerald Vale. You assume that whatever this is probably some sort of a member of some group or civilization within the jungles here. You've never heard of the Beedogh before, but given this, you've also never seen this kind of a creature before. It possesses the physicalities of a full-grown humanoid, but in this tall. So
Take out my notebook. and
yeah,
start taking
this is
notes.
something you are gonna like.
Oh.
Oh, this is very like. Starts furiously writing down.
Oh
Yeah. So the rest of you, all you hear is just this like, okay, well, like as these two are talking to it, unless you can speak Sylvan or
I'm
Elvish.
gonna cast comprehend languages on myself.
Oh, so now you, yeah,
I say,
you pull out Google Translate and just hold your phone and say, okay.
and what is it that you're seeking our aid for?
Whoa, hold on. Introduce yourself. Libido, this is Kestis and I am Connie, and this is the menagerie. Go ahead. Sorry.
Apologies. I've forgotten my manners.
Apologies are not needed, my lords, for you are our protectors, our gods. We live to serve you.
In
as he-
common, I lean over to Connie and I go, "Does this happen a lot?"
No,
Or-
but what a great shift in our fortunes, am I right?
This is. I feel so out of my element here.
Do you like it though, right?
It's sort of nice
Yeah.
back in Sylvan, and so Beedogh, what do you ask of your gods?
I wish for nothing more than to beseech the mercy of our gods to aid us in this most trying time for me and my peoples.
Okay, let me get this clear. Are we the gods that you're beseeching?
Are you not the providers for the Beedogh?
I mean, just then. I mean, yeah. Again, what's the problem you're having? And then we'll.
Forgive me for my arrogance, my lords. We have been beset by the horrendous, the ferocious, the killing machines, the I can't even speak the names that it sullies my tongue, my lord.
No, please, Beedogh, have courage and faith in the presence of your lords and providers. You have the strength to speak clearly of what trouble you.
Thank you, O exalted
in
ones.
common, I explain to everyone else sort of what the deal is.
You just yeah, this guy thinks
by
we're
the way,
gods.
he thinks we're gods, and Connie and I are sort of rolling with it.
Forgive me, exalted ones. We have been attacked by the Fulaha, and we need you to help us. Please! And he lays at your feet again and just like...
Oh, of course.
Can Nell, like, pick him back up? It's okay, not needed.
Oh, I've been touched by the divine.
What's happening?
That was very exciting for him.
Mm-hmm. I think he is now a paladin.
You pick it up, and very much like picking up
He's a
an
paladin.
animal by the scruff of the neck, it's just like... doesn't know what to do with itself. It's just like there.
He's so cute.
I'm gonna dust my hands off.
Oh, you put him back down?
Yeah.
Immediately prostrate again.
Oh my gosh. What have we done? What have we done? We need to get out of here.
I don't know that we've done anything. I think they
this sounds like a
came
fun
in and
adventure.
were pretty happy to assume
Yeah.
that we were their gods.
Could you describe the terror that you are facing? Like, how
As
big?
you wish. The Fufala are the beasts that roam these jungle lands. They destroy our crops, steal our livestock.
What kind of livestock
Rob-
must they keep?
I'm finding out. I
Rob
promise.
the life of our young and keep us in a perpetual state of fear. Please, my lords and my gods, save your beloved people, and we shall be forever in your debt.
Come on, we have a duty to save these people.
And whoever they're fighting is probably
Pretty tiny.
Really small. They're called
12 inches
Fufala.
tall.
They're called Fufala.
Fufala?
That's a dessert where I come from. Come on.
We could do this in an afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's just
This will be fun.
pick it up
What
in the
Glory.
livestock do they keep? Do tell
Right.
me that. Is it roly-polies?
I think it's mice.
It couldn't be bigger than like one of those little dogs with all the wrinkles that ladies like to have on their lap.
shark?
Do you think it's just like
The smaller one.
a miniature version of all of like the normal livestock?
I hope so.
Like it's
but
just
also,
like sheep, but it's just like really tiny.
and rounder.
Ask them how
Yeah.
big the fufala are.
Oh yeah.
And these Fufala are they the size of us, your lords? Are they the size of you, the Beedogh?
I would never deign to compare anything so vile to something so magnificent as you all.
Oh, Dane.
In terms of course, we, your lords, are appearing to you in a physical form that is not a true representation of our divine being.
You are good.
And so, these forms carry no offense. This is not the truth of who your gods are.
His true form is that of the husband of the moon. Boyfriend? He is the moon.
I think he's the baby boy.
Companion.
Oh.
Yeah, just friends. She's Miss.
He is a moon.
Maybe the child of the moon.
He is the moon child.
I am learning nothing but just the greatness of who you are, my lords.
Now
And
listen,
again,
don't
just-
write any of this down yet. We'll get you like
What
the
is writing?
finalized. Okay.
Oh, we have
We're-
so much to
this is
teach these
great.
people. Sorry, to circle
Barrios
back.
is
The
shitting
the-
himself that he's taking a vow of silence.
If I were to compare them size-wise, to you.
The perfect acolytes to recruit.
I would say most likely, if not slightly bigger than the scary one with the silver teeth. He points to Wyatt.
Silver teeth.
This sounds like the work of an afternoon.
Slightly bigger. It's slightly bigger than white.
Maybe ask how many there are, and then maybe ask if they know where Sun Temple is, huh?
And these Fufala,
Are there
Are
more
they-
than fingers on your hand?
similar in number to you, or similar in number to the trees and blades of grass in the area?
Oh, my lords, I could not give you an accurate number, for we ourselves do not know. They strike at night when we are the most vulnerable, and we have never been able to figure out their true size or amount. We know their size; they're slightly bigger than the one with the silver teeth, but the amount of them we don't know. We haven't been able to keep track of that.
It's a couple of stray Great Danes.
Beedogh, is this a collective name for
We are
your
the Beedogh.
species?
We are the Beedogh, my lord.
Do you
The
have
Beedogh, not
an
La
individual name for yourself? Good Beedogh.
I do not, my lords.
That is an acceptable answer. You have not offended your gods.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We do not require that our worshippers maintain personal names. God, this is fun.
But we could name them.
Maybe we circle back to that.
Okay, all right.
If-
I'm
if-
sure he'd love that. He'd eat that up. Oh
it's
my
true.
gosh. My mom's gonna
Connie
kill
just
me. This is
looks
blasphemy,
over at
I'm sure.
Rios, who is silent and just like quivering with his
Oh
despair.
yeah. So the Beedogh has now moved over to Barrios and is now kissing his feet. So he is even more frustrated because he can't say
so
anything.
good. And Connie just locks eyes with him and goes, "Yes, we will name our subjects soon."
And he says,
Okay. So you.
Good Beedogh.
I wish.
Your
Crying tears of happiness.
your gods will not act in the midst of the night. Instead, you may shelter yourselves at the edge of the clearing that we have created for ourselves. And we will consider your request upon the sunrise.
Thank you, gods of Benigerie. You are great and greatly to be praised.
I toss him like a chunk of I give him a piece of the fruit that gives me temporary hit points.
Immediately starts crying.
Oh.
So it's like a bite that I
Yeah.
would take that gives me the 8 temporary hit points I have, and they can sort of split it amongst
Yeah,
themselves.
immediately takes it, just weeping. Just
They each
openly
get
weeping.
300.
Mana.
They're unkillable.
Mana.
They actually grow.
Yeah, that was all that was missing to like unlock their true potential.
It's a weird like harpsichord, like blue, 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 and then grows bigger.
And they tower over us.
I know it's
Now
not
we are
right,
the gods.
but all I can think of is Oompa Loompas.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Okay, so you guys bed down for the rest of your evening. The Beedogh moves over to the edge of the clearing and sets kind of cross-legged as best it can, and kind of like wobbles a little bit as it sits down.
I picture the mayor from Halloween Town, or where Jack Skellington's, where Jack Skellington lives.
It's Halloween Town.
Halloween Town?
Yeah, it's Halloween
So,
Town.
sounds right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I pictured the mayor guy, with the head that flips
Oh,
around.
that spins around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Beedogh sits at the edge, doesn't go to sleep, just kind of sits there, just kind of like, again, like somebody watching the sunrise for the first time, just kind of staring and just soaking in whatever is going through its tiny little head, the greatness of whatever this is.
My night after that altar call at youth camp. I hear you.
All right. So the morning arrives, and everyone takes their long rest. And as you wake up, you can see kind of laid before all of you looks to be about a handful of what could be equivalent of just a rough trail mix for each of you. But the Beedogh is now there, and there are now 6 of them. And they're all prostrate on the ground as you all wake up, and the one that spoke to you last night raises, "My lords, we have provided you with sustenance. I do not know if your forms take this, but it is all we could provide for you. We slaved all night to provide this. Please accept this sacrifice as an offering to the gods, the menagerie."
Can I send the unseen servant to like gently pick
nice.
them up, like pick each one of them up? And, like,
Oh,
set them up
I've been touched by the spirits.
oh my gosh!
You told the unseen servant to pick someone up.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
I just want them to be
just
standing
happily
on their
snack
feet.
on some of this trail mix and
We
see what they're about.
Yeah, it's fine.
we shall accept your offering, but please do allow and instruct
Tossing it in the air and catching it.
your fellow Beedogh to address us one by one.
Of course, my lords. And he looks down the line,
And
like,
they do.
and yeah, one by one they say something to the.
Let's hear
it.
One by one. This is why I play this game, Calvin. It's your voices.
This is the only way he can finish.
Now I can't do it. All right, so that's 5 more voices. Here we go. The second one in the line, "My lords and my gods." The third one in the line, "My lords and my gods." The fourth one in the line is, "My lords and my gods." The fifth one in the line is, "Me lords and me gods." And the sixth one in the line
Dolly Parton
is,
beat, Dolly Parton beat.
My lords and my gods.
"My lords and my gods."
Oh, never mind. Have that one speak.
I like that.
Kind of gravelly,
But much
scary.
louder, because again, they are all.
Oh, yeah, it's booming
it is
from all around
booming
us.
from everywhere.
I just like the idea that he's like just whispering.
No wonder creatures attack them. They're shouting all the time.
You know, I would really like to know what these guys' innate powers might be. I mean, they're little forest creatures. Do they have any like cool spiky fingers like you have? That one turned into just a bag of leaves.
I do also have a question for them.
Oh, sure.
Where is their village? Because if their village is where we're headed, like if their village is like the ruins,
We may have a common
then,
interest.
Yeah, this might be something that we can do like along the way.
We're going to
As your
break
bird
their
flies
heart.
overhead.
Noble Beedogh,
Exalted one.
we would like to see where you make your home. Will you lead the way in that direction?
It would be my undying honor. Menagerie. Come. Let us venture forth. And they all get up and immediately just off into the.
Maybe for the remainder of the time we are in contact with them, we just refer to ourselves in the plural because it sounds very grand and mysterious.
We also start following them, but really
Colleagues?
slowly
menagerie.
because they're 11 inches tall. So we're like kind of meandering through the forest.
Well,
like,
as I was saying
alright.
before, they move 60 feet around. They book it like stupid fast. And looking, I don't know why this is the imagery I have in my head, but looking like back in the 90s when you wanted to show something moving fast, to where it was like, everything had to be sped up, but everything else had to be slowed down in order to make this look like it was like that's
I'm
how
thinking
everything
of when they
looks.
run in Twilight.
No, I'm thinking like
Nope,
90s.
that's
like,
it.
So, have y'all seen the movie The Gnome Mobile?
Hell no.
It's an old. I think it was a Disney.
Sure.
Like maybe the 60s or 70s. You gotta
canceled
check
one?
it out. No. You gotta check it out. After this episode, you have to check out. The Gnome.
I'll look into it.
1967.
That was the 60s. Wow.
Is it
Okay.
appropriate for today?
Yeah, it's fine.
Moving through the forest, you guys spend most of the day following the Beedogh as they make their way
Kiss
south.
Always following his Beedogh.
They move south, kind of weaving in and throughout places that you would have a hard time getting to. But they always find a way to stop and show you guys the way to get there. Finally arriving, I would say probably mid-afternoon, after walking for most of the day, you finally arrive at a spot where they show you what looks to be these 2 trees that have grown up and into the side of a rock that must have fallen down from the mountain quite a while ago. It's like just this large rock kind of sitting just in the middle of the jungle. But these 2 trees are growing up into it and have caused like the rock to start to kind of like form into the trees itself, and they rush up the tree to the top of the rock, so probably about 20-30 feet up off the ground. And as you climb up, you can see it's about a maybe like 60-70 foot open area on top of this rock. It's a pretty large size, and built in and around it is a village full of these creatures. You can see they've built little homes into the rock itself, kind of into the trees. There's little bridges that kind of span between the 2 trees that are sitting against this rock. You can see they've built little huts on the top of there. This rock is positioned in such a way that the canopy is open, so sunlight is coming down onto this area more so than the rest of the jungle. And they, let's say maybe 70, 80 people in this village. It's not big by any means, but comparatively, it's pretty massive for them. And you see they, as they arrive, you hear the 6 of them that followed you, that brought you here, begin to shout about how the gods have blessed us with their presence. They've come to save us, holy of days, just all kinds of stuff.
Hosanna and palm leaves.
Yeah, you waving leaves around, bringing gifts as best they can. Most of it tiny little
peanut butter and banana sandwiches for
yeah.
everyone.
Have you ever watched those? Remember, it used to be a trend
frankincense,
where people used to make tiny food. And so they would have like the tiniest of everything, like unnecessarily to make the tiny food.
Easy bake oven size?
No,
it's amazing. It's like that big, like little sandwich.
Like people would make sushi, like tiny sushi that was like millimeters of
a grain of rice.
Using a grain of rice, but they'd also cut it up on a tiny little cutting board, and they'd roll it with a tiny little sushi paper, and they'd it was insane. But anyhow, that's about the size of things that are being brought to yours. It's these tiny little versions of just
foraged
normal
all
stuff.
night to give us that trail mix.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable taking these from you.
But
me
gifts are
either.
being laid in front of you. You don't have to take anything, but it's all being laid at your feet.
We happily accept all of these gifts, and in return, drop off a single ration that should feed the village for a week.
100%.
Beautiful.
Remember,
it's an exchange of gift.
So they are all there, and you can see they all kind of like are gathered around, kind of in a semicircle around you guys as you're kind of standing up near the edge of the rock as best you can. Some of you kind of like having to be like lifted up a little more, because the entire top of the rock is covered with, there's not much area to stand on, especially because you are all your size and they are not. But you can see the Beedogh are all, like I said, all kind of gathered around, kind of staring at you all. And the one that has spoken to you before is, "Now, my lords, you have arrived at our humble abode. This is where the Fufula have attacked us before. I beseech you and ask, will you send them from our lands?"
heck yeah.
A roar goes up. A cheer goes up. Deafening cheer. A deafening cheer. Just from all these creatures that should not be, to the point where like birds fly out of the canopy.
I feel like if you just yelled at them like that, these Fufula might just run away. Have you ever thought of that?
They all look at each other in stunned silence.
Oh well, okay. Well, if what we do doesn't work, we should try that. Teach a. What do you call it again?
Beedogh.
Teach a Beedogh to yell. That's what they say.
They're safe for life.
Yeah,
That is what they say.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go on record here saying I don't think that, I think that whatever ends up happening or whatever these Fufula are, I think we might be underestimating whatever's about to happen.
On that note,
Mm-hmm.
is there like
It seems too easy.
damaged areas where these Fufala have
Can we get a
attacked?
sense
Hmm?
of
Well, they can show. Yeah, they
Or
can
sorry.
show you they can show you the cairns that they've raised to the people who have died. They can show you the maimed and the crippled who have suffered grievous wounds from
Heal
the
them.
Fufala.
Guys, heal them.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, I'm just gonna like
Some of them,
healing
some you
word
can
every
give.
once in a
Yeah, some of you
while,
can you can heal like wounds. Others like some have lost eyes, some have lost limbs, some have like there's some of them that are like they got like tore up.
I'm gonna drop
so-
a healing word on a wounded Beedogh for 7 points of healing.
We shall heal-
You de-age this Beedogh with 7 hit points.
We shall heal those of you whom we are capable of healing. Those we cannot know that.
Sorry, whom we are willing to heal.
Right. Know that those who we do not heal, it is that you must learn a lesson from your injuries because of a
Those who are deemed worthy.
generational transgressions of your family that we cannot identify, but you should spend the rest of your life being subject to other people shaming you because of it.
Of course, my lords.
Tell them we'll never give them anything they can't bear.
Oh yeah.
Misconstrued.
That's so great. And you were right to seek us in this time of need, for that is what you should do. In a time of need, seek us and only us, and never question these words.
You know what's even funnier? I just imagine you're speaking to them in like monosyllabic words, like a Neanderthal. You're like, question
Because you don't really
no
speak this
one. Yeah. It me, your god.
My tenses are all off.
Yeah.
They're like half of them. There's like 10% of them that is like, I don't buy this.
We're getting out of here.
I don't know.
Any-
And someone
there's
smacks
groups of them
it.
that are only hearing Connie and not Kestis, who actually does speak the language. It's like
It good you talk us.
But yeah, so they can show you, and then they show you damage that's been done to like the village and like the surrounding area. You can see there looks to be claw marks across several areas.
How
Looks to
big
be
are the claw marks?
that's what I was gonna ask. you.
about
Can we-
hand span claw marks.
Can we get any sense of this is very specific, but can we get any sense of
Like everything is
you know,
faster.
depth
Absolutely.
of these things? Maybe
Absolutely.
weight.
I see where you're
of the
going with this. I see where you're going with
creatures?
this.
Is there any fur left behind anywhere?
No signs of any like struggle. It looks like just whatever these. And if you ask, the Beedogh would say that they don't fight. They just hide whenever if something happens, they hide. So they've never hurt these things or been able to give any other descriptors other than it is a terrifying beast of the night. And so they so they are they like to show you stuff. Go ahead and roll a. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this.
Can I
You could
interest you in
pick-
a survival check?
You most certainly can do
I
a survival
also
check. Yeah.
give you inspiration?
I do feel inspired.
Me too. I'm giving you inspiration.
You cannot do that.
Sure he can.
I guess-
Doesn't do anything, but he can
Okay,
inspire
Get you a
him.
D8 if you want it.
I certainly do.
Kestis, you're real good at stuff, especially surviving. You survive real good.
I'm gonna use both of them.
Do it.
It's a 23.
Okay. With the
wanted to learn something today.
Hard
23,
earned.
I rolled 4 dice.
you get the sense that whatever this is, it's got some sort of claws. It can't be too terribly large. It doesn't leave very big footprints. In fact, it doesn't really leave much of any kind of footprint. You'll see like one or two in an area, and then like a claw mark or something like that, and then that's it. They don't seem very large by any means, but they look heavy because the prints that they do are a little more like weighted down. They seem a little heavier, but like I said, there's usually just a few of them, and then that's about it.
Have them bring
there's-
their
as-
finest artist, and maybe they can draw something
yeah,
for us.
and ask Luke if he's seen anything like
I was
whatever
gonna
they
say,
produce.
let's the conference first. Zook, it seems like maybe we're looking for or something. Does it seem bipedal? Is that we're only seeing like 2 footprints together? Not usually like it's not like 4.
It is 4.
footprints?
Yeah, you could see 4.
Okay, so something, quadrupedal, but it doesn't seem to spend much time on the ground. Maybe it flies. It seems heavy enough to do damage, but not massive. It's vicious. It's something sort of random, animalistic. I don't know. Is there anything you're familiar with on the island, Zook?
History check.
Do it.
Nature.
No. This is going to be a nature check if you want to try to figure out what this thing is.
Straight smart check.
Would you like some inspiration?
Yes, please.
You can have it, a D8.
How about some scufflinks?
Do you want to hit the knowledge right out of the air?
Oh god.
Listen, sometimes we have to roll things that we're not meant to roll.
What are the nag for it's again?
2d6.
So
Or maybe we don't know, and that's okay.
Yeah, probably.
I'm happy
don't know.
It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at like
Okay.
10.
A 10? Nothing off the top of your head. It seems like a lot of conflicting things to make whatever this is.
And we're dealing with this. I think is my last question about tracks. Can we tell, like, paw prints or claw prints or hand prints?
Definitely paw prints with claws attached to them.
We're not looking at like
Advantage?
bird feet.
No,
you know?
not
No,
talons.
but since you failed that check, you get to keep that D8 of inspiration.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Does Connie recognize these?
Make a nature check.
I'm not giving you
DC
inspiration.
40.
Oh, that was almost a 19. I saw it. It
Yeah.
went 19.
You know what it was
like-
instead though?
It's like, man,
2.
Hail Mary. I
Oh,
was
not
like,
one.
Maybe he is
Mm-hmm.
read
Yeah,
it in
dude,
a
Hail-
random
Hail Mary,
ass
dude.
book.
That is
You know
that's
what?
the correct answer to
May
that
I,
check though.
may I also make a history check?
Magazine had an article.
It's nature.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. But that is the
Never
correct
mind,
answer.
I don't
Yeah,
want it.
No, he doesn't
Alright.
know shit about
Um,
nature.
Beedogh, may we make one additional request of your people?
You may ask anything of us, my lord.
Oh my god.
Do you have any
I love it.
any any artists, any scribes capable of rendering an image of the Fufala?
Of course, my lords, we will seek out our finest artisans to provide you with a visage of these heinous beasts.
That would be greatly to our advantage.
Along with all of the best information you have about under what circumstances they tend to appear.
And if they're really good, maybe have them paint a portrait of us.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
It's like cave paintings because they don't
oh,
have
they
But if
probably
they-
will.
It's like,
They probably will.
Say.
you
You
don't know
also
what
have a
writing is
magnifying
yet.
glass?
but-
No.
Oh, maybe you're not supposed to
You
paint
scribble a
images of
picture
gods.
before
I
you
don't know.
can
Yeah.
write a written language.
Remember, we should leave them with a written language, so that would really secure our legacy.
Zook could get to work on it. Oh my gosh, Zook, could you make them a written language? You're so smart.
Well,
You're
they do.
smart
They
enough.
do. There is a written version of the language that you're speaking.
Yeah, but give them their own.
It's like I could just write down Sylvan letters.
It's been done.
Well, clearly that's what they're speaking. Of course, it's been done.
Okay, but if we listen, if we
Do you
gi-
want them to start from scratch?
I feel like their generations go very quickly. Like maybe it's like a month or something like that. So like, say a year's time from now, like we are legend.
They're like
right?
moths. They're born without mouths.
And
they
the-
can't eat anything.
I didn't know that about moths.
Yeah, dude. They get like 10 days max. Anyways,
What are they up to out there?
fucking. Oh, I think you mean.
Oh yeah, how they?
Behold, the heinous beasts!
All right. Well,
Is that a griffin?
Oh, I know what that is.
suspiciously
That looks like a griffin.
Is that a
But it
Yeah,
would be
tail
a
or
very
a stinger?
small griffin.
Is that just one wing?
We don't know.
So four
Forgive
legs,
us,
a
my
tail,
lords.
It does.
We are
look,
but sinful creatures.
at least one wing.
it does
and
look angry.
I
yeah.
do want you to paint a portrait of us against all odds, honestly.
Of course.
I really like the idea that Zook just pulls out a book that has that exact image.
All right.
So Zook, is that a stinger or just a tail?
I mean, it
Just a tail. Just a tail. Just a
could
tail.
be a way to tell whether it's male or female. We don't know.
Oh, I.
Do any of
Hey,
these
hey, which one's got the
Beedogh
stinger?
have weapons? Like,
No.
are like any of them like
They have
guards?
dull sticks.
All right.
Blunted
Well-
I would
sticks.
like to arm some of these creatures
I don't wanna-
Yes.
because they have no way of
So we're
Protecting
we've got.
themselves.
It sounds like they attack at night.
generally.
We've got a day here.
Should we figure out whether or not they've even like heard of like violence? Because the violence.
They've been sort of violently
upon
attacked.
them.
I think
Been
I think they
violented.
understand what it is.
I was getting so ready just to smack you, just see what they think.
Can you
What's their...
tell them to pick out 20 of their strongest?
Loudest.
Loudest?
Ooh.
I guess that could work as two.
Fastest?
I think we should play to their strengths. One being like I've never heard louder voices.
I was just going to
Let's-
give them arrows so that it would be like spears, but their size.
I was gonna give them like little megaphone.
Beedogh,
My lord,
we make an additional request of you.
here am I, send me.
Your 20 loudest members of the village. Whoever is most capable of making this incredible vocalization. Decide
I don't
amongst-
understand when you say vocalization.
that you're doing talking.
Yes?
Who does it loud?
All of us.
Who does it the loudest?
Never checked.
This is a perfect opportunity to determine a hierarchy of ability in this
Ask who-
society.
Ask who can be heard the mostest.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe which of you is speaking the most? You seem to be sort of a mouthpiece for this society. Do you talk
I am but a humble vessel.
and do you speak more than others?
Not necessarily. You've just spoken to me, and I'm blessed by it.
Well,
No, bro.
20 random people.
you just decide for yourselves.
So it shall be.
And
My lords and my gods.
And those 20 are going to go with your gods, Rusa and Connie. And they are going to teach you just a bit so that you don't have to hide first. Or if the hiding hasn't worked, you can take care of yourselves.
We have been blessed.
So the idea being here that Rusa can sort of arm these people and Connie can maybe give them a quick crash course. in-
Arming them with.
Cut to the
Okay.
funniest
So-
training montage of
yes,
like
tiny little
toothpicks.
training montage.
I
funny-
think yes.
My initial thought was that I was going to give them arrows because like
Right.
arrows are like it would be like spears for them.
Oh, that's
But then
true.
I also was looking at my racial traits, and
Yes.
apparently lizard folk can just make crap
Yes,
from just like scraps
just
of
good at making
things.
they can. Yeah.
So it's like if there are dead animals,
Trail mix
You're gonna
salad.
make-
bones and stuff,
You're
they
making
just, like,
rudimentary
craft-
weapons for
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys.
Twigs
like
and
that.
twigs
So-
and stone.
Yeah, it's
can
gonna
arm-
take you most of the day to do this, but very easy. Yeah, I would say you can definitely do
This
that.
is-
No,
This is our day of preparation for whatever lies
And
ahead.
I understand that they are probably being diminutive in a wild jungle, very good at hiding already. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to teach them how to both hide and surprise, like using the element of hiding and jumping out at things, and being very loud. Combining those traits to be able to startle and intimidate and confuse their attackers by appearing to be a much larger, more impressive
Maybe
group than
teach
they
them to
actually.
like stand on each other's shoulders.
Perfect. With like wrapping fabric around them or leaves to make themselves appear like one much larger being.
Okay. Yeah. Easy. I mean, yeah, easy to do. They are the most willing subjects to.
Oh crap! We can do like kung fu about it. You know, like how it's monks that do kung fu, right? We will weave this into their religion that they're creating about us. That these practices, these defensive practices, are like enriching spiritually.
Teach
Because
them how to meditate.
yeah, spiritual disciplines that allow them to be large, like actually as impactful as they were designed to be in the world.
Yeah. Okay.
little
All right.
bone gauntlets.
So
They're gonna take
The
over
day-
this whole freaking island.
the day moves into evening.
And,
Oh,
and
right.
so the rest of us, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get with Wyatt and Wyatt specifically, and we're gonna scout the area, just sort of get a sense of if there are 7 giants, we may ward off an attack in that way, but not actually do much long-term help. So maybe somewhere that we can be concealed, that would be tactically advantageous, so that when these things do show up, we'll have an upper hand, that we can sort of conceal ourselves until this attack begins, somewhere that we can keep our eyes open, you and I. So just sort of scouting the nearby area, and setting up sort of defensive positions for ourselves. I think that's what I'm thinking for Wyatt and Kestis during the day.
Yeah, I did it pretty well up in the trees, but I'm not sure how we're gonna get you up in the tree.
Oh, I can get up into the tree.
All right.
I can handle that. Don't you worry.
I mean, I was able to see quite a bit, and unless they're looking up, they're probably not necessarily looking for us.
Maybe we'll keep our eyes open for hollows and grassy thickets and that sort of thing around the outside of the village for the rest of our less vertically inclined friends.
Maybe for the rest of them, and I'm not too good at the battling stuff at the moment, but maybe I could keep them together with me and we could all be calm. Like for the ones that aren't fighting, I don't know. It just seems like chaos breaking out in this little village wouldn't be great.
I think that's a smart idea. Maybe that's something that we'll help look for is a place to hide away some of the Beedogh who are
Oh yeah, and
not going to be defending the village.
The crippled
and the already injured. I'm thinking maybe if we find sort of a hollow just down the cliffside, that it seems like this is coming from above, and so if we can get them below, if there's space under that overhang, we could
Absolutely. Yeah, there's more than enough.
secret away some folks there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have set yourselves up for kind of waiting to see what happens.
yeah. So Connie is going to cast Pass Without Trace on everyone.
Okay.
Like his whole little cadre of people, just to give them that extra boost when it comes to being sneaky and jumping out.
All right.
Sorry.
So, everyone. So, is the entire village being squirreled away? Is there some being left? What's the?
So the injured and peaceful,
Uh huh.
we're going to tuck away into somewhere. And our 20 fiercest fighters, we're going to give the opportunity to fight alongside their gods.
Are all of them hiding with you, or some out? Or I'm trying to figure out if there's any. Is the village been abandoned, or are there still people in the village?
As we may be benevolent, but we are gods out of touch. If the village is empty, it may not be attacked. So there's going to need to be some sort of activity.
Up to you.
Maybe ask them to make it seem like it's like a normal night.
Let's. The intention is leave the lights on.
Okay.
And then all of you scurry off into one area without the lights on.
Yeah.
I would suggest that we not put anyone in harm's way. And do you think it would be sufficient if I use minor illusion to make it appear as though things are normal? So that no
Barrios silently nods and indicates that he'll do the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Between the two of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we
Minorly-
can create enough
Yeah. So,
light and noise.
actually, I think also Barrios will also cast hallucinatory terrain because he can do that and make it look like there's more activity than not.
Wonderful.
So, kind of adding to that kind of
Many extra
view there.
spells over
I'm gonna Zook's gonna the weak ones that are in hiding and whatnot. Zook's gonna stay with them just in case and cast alter self to look like one of them.
Just a giant version of one of them.
Well, you can change your height.
Not that much.
You don't think so?
No.
Including your height, weight, facial features.
You can do it one size smaller, so you can go from a
I
medium.
feel like he could make himself look like a pile
I'm just
of
saying,
them.
Zook has said
orgy
he is
of
a
them.
tall turtle. I'm not going to let you go from a roughly 6.5 foot turtle to an 11-inch
Little Beedogh.
creature.
Change
A
appearance is
Beedogh.
contradictory.
Why?
Does he change what you look like, including your height, your weight, blah blah blah? But it says later you can't appear as a different size than you, and your basic shape stays the same.
So you couldn't become like a quadrupedal centaur, and
Correct.
also you can't become a large or small creature. You have to stay a medium.
Alter Self
creature.
doesn't make it to where you now are Goliath size. You have to stay within your realm of sizes, is what it's essentially saying. But you can
Should just become a giant version of him. That
it's
would be freaking
a massive
hilarious.
version of a Beedogh.
I mean, that
that could
actually
scare-
could scare
yeah.
him and
Okay.
be like, oh crap, they've leveled up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
All right, so you guys are hiding. I need anyone who's tucking themselves away to make a stealth check, and anyone who is on the lookout to go ahead and make
Stealth
perception
check
checks.
plus 10,
Doesn't
baby.
count.
I'm going to
Better.
I'm gonna wild shape into just a sort of some sort of lizard that I've seen scurrying around. I'm gonna
Yeah,
head up
some
into
sort of
the
monitor or
tree.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something sizable, but not the actual threat.
Yep.
you know?
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna watch the horizon.
You turn into a monitor. They go the Fufala and freak out.
When you have expertise, do you roll twice? or-
No, it adds.
It's already
already
doing all
added.
that math for you.
Um,
Mine's a 24 perception.
24. Perception? Are you stealthing?
Oh,
I need that as well.
That was the roll I was gonna make also.
Yeah, stealth. Yeah, stealth for who needs it, and then perception who's keeping an eye out. So 24 for perception, and then stealth from everybody.
21 for stealth.
21.
14 for stealth.
14.
21 for perception.
21.
Did you add 10 to your stuff?
You don't. I don't think you need to. You're fine
Add
because
10
you're
to all
down.
my stuff
To your
Stealth.
stealth.
That's good.
to stealth. Oh,
What
that
would you
be
roll?
24.
That one.
Oh no,
Yeah, we're good.
For what?
he
DM
rolled
said it.
that one for stealth.
DM said, I don't think you need to do stealth.
I got
Okay, cool.
I got 31 for stealth, and I would like to be
Jeez.
tucked by where.
Wait, you got a
Plus
14 for
5
stealth?
And 10.
No, I
But it's
didn't
still
add
in
the
that
10.
one.
So 24.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, you rolled a 4?
Yeah. 31, and I would like to be tucked close by the overhang as like last line.
Okay, yeah.
27.
27. So yeah, so
33.
yeah, everyone has very easily hidden themselves. As a couple of the Beedogh are kind of like standing in the middle of like the village, just kind of you see. Like,
Oh, and I'm
three
also
of-
giving my eyes of night to
giving your dark
Wyatt
vision easy.
and
Good
There is
call.
a-
I
there's
cast dark
decent
vision.
And-
there's decent lighting in the village, so it's not like pitch black out here. The village kind of gives off a little bit of like an Ewok kind of a glow to it. But you see, there's 3 of the Beedogh kind of standing there, and they're all talking. You're just like, "My brothers, how are we this evening? We're doing well. Thank you for asking. We're just standing here doing what we normally do. Yes, agreed, brother. We're not doing anything. Like they're just trying to like not be
This
suspicious.
is them being stealthy.
This,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, these are the ones that, like,
Nonchalant.
you said a couple, like, just to kind of, like, make it look.
Oh, okay.
So they're, like, saying, they're like, yeah, we're being totally normal out here. And as...
These are some of the loud ones, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As they're kind of having that conversation, everyone else is hiding, you do hear the sound of wings beating in the air for a second. As you guys are all hiding in your spots, you can see landing on the village. 3 forms drop. Something you've never seen before, and now becomes immediately clear why they were so confusing. You can see bodies that are long and lean, very panther or jaguar like, with wings that are pulled up and back as if like flying squirrel style, like across the legs. And while the tail kind of flicks back and forth, it's not a cat's tail, it's a reptilian tail. And it's not like sleek fur, it's like bristly and like almost porcupiney. And the third thing you notice instantaneously is that there are 3 heads attached to these things.
What's a chimera?
There is the head of a panther, the head of a boar, and the head of a snake on all 3 of these things as they kind of slink around and begin to, in a weird way, they begin to like make these little strange kind of sounds at each other as they look at these Beedoghs that are in the center, kind of like stalking them. They don't appear to be trying to hide their presence, but they seem to be almost like conversing with each other and then returning their gaze to the Beedogh as they kind of slink around. And the 3 of them immediately like turn, forget everything you've trained them to do, and like try to sprint away. And as they do, like with lightning fast agility, the 3 of these chimeras pin them to the ground,
leaping out of the tree as soon as the
Right.
violence starts.
Same.
Yeah, so as soon as they get pinned, there's a moment where they're like panicking, and these 3 creatures are like fighting with each other on the heads to try to like get to the Beedogh first. And as that happens, you guys leap into the fray. I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative because we are now fighting the jungle chimeras.
Everybody?
Goodness,
How'd
I
you like
No, you're fine.
I didn't, so I decided to roll.
Do you
it.
want to roll? Matt, do you want to be?
Just
Do
in
you
case.
even want to be here, Matt?
I initiative.
I have.
Do I have
I
to
don't
do?
actually know where we
No, I just
went,
have
so I'm like, do we even notice that
I
something's
know.
happening?
I would say yeah. It's again, think
I'll
everything
get ready.
smaller, because all you have to do is be like, "There's something above me." Hey, yeah, look, there's something going on up there.
Oh,
it's
can I-
not.
Is it possible for me to go back in time and do one thing
Absolutely.
before this?
Absolutely.
I'm going to
Is
go
it?
back and give my vigilant blessing to Wyatt, which gives one creature advantage on their next initiative roll.
Ooh, okay. So you get to roll advantage on your initiative and see if you
Just know
roll
it's
higher.
good when Wyatt hits first.
It was literally this.
Perfect.
Great. So
Do you
waste
have any
of,
next for
waste
it?
of space. All right.
You know, sometimes you can't win them all.
25 to 20.
24.
24 for Connie. 20 to 15.
Ooh.
Interesting. 15 to 10.
13.
Oh.
12 for Nell
So you're
and
at
12 for
I have a
Barrios.
17 dex.
Got it.
9.
So, Ruza, Kestis, Barrios, Nell,
So many spells.
9 for Zook. Wyatt.
8.
Yeah, are you looking at Barrios and stuff too? Okay.
Do you not have a plus to that?
Yeah, +5.
Is that Mario?
So you rolled a 3 with advantage?
I rolled a 3 both times.
That's rough.
I swear one day you'll get to play Wyatt. Like, one day.
He's
I mean,
really fun to play.
So technically, because both he and I leapt out of the tree before anything else happened,
You get advantage.
I've already had advantage there.
Yeah. That's why I was like, what?
Wild.
I'm sorry. That's how it
He
goes.
jumps out of a tree and
we
trips
accidentally
and
climbed
falls
too
immediately.
far up the tree. Took a
Rabbits-
long
There
time
you
to
go.
fall down.
Yeah. Rabbits are
Where he's like,
notoriously
he
scared
jumps,
of
he's like,
heights.
Wyatt
Stumbles for a
leaps
second.
from the tree and immediately gets a foot caught. He's like, "Dang, blam it!"
That's
And he's like,
exactly how I picked.
Tangled in the vines.
Yeah, just pulled into a vine for a second. All right, top of the round. Constance, you're up.
All right. Connie is going to, using the shadows that are ever present in this wonderful nighttime scenario, appear just next to the closest, I guess, Chimera, and get in a sneak attack and hopefully a couple of other attacks.
Go ahead and roll.
They're just animals. They may have low ACs.
That's true. Okay, 11.
Miss.
Oh, really? Okay, how about a 20, what is it, 25?
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Okay. Let's do another one. Cool. I'm assuming that they didn't lower their AC.
Oh, yeah. No, they definitely stayed the same. Yeah, yeah.
Friendly
Stayed the
reminder,
same.
you also have scuff links available for 1 round that grants you advantage. So just know that you have that if you want to use it.
Can I use it on the sneak attack? Can I re-roll my sneak attack?
So read to me scufflinks, please.
These magical cufflinks grant the wearer advantage on all attack rolls until the end of their next turn.
So every roll you just did, you can do it at an advantage now.
Oh, sick. Let's do that. Okay, 17.
17 will hit. Okay.
Cool.
You no longer have scufflinks.
All right. So you activating the scufflinks begin to swing away, and your first hit will be a sneak attack. So you're good to go on adding your damage there.
Okay. So 9.
No. Yep. 9 points of damage.
And 9.
Okay, 9 points of damage. So you land and just start beating into the tough, kind of like hardened skin of this creature, feeling skin give way to some sort of blood as you do. 18 points of damage is pretty significant.
Okay.
You watch as the serpent head spins around and kind of snaps in your direction before seeing that there's some, and it looks at you for a second, like the cat eyes narrow, and it begins to emanate a hiss.
Can I see if I can get in a stunning, have my second hit be a stunning strike on that?
Key point, I believe stunning strike can
Yeah.
just be added. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So go ahead and what do I roll for that?
Yeah, you want a DC, you get it, let's see. I think it's a DC 13. Yeah, con save.
Constitution is a. That's, you said 13? I don't know. That's an 11. That's a fail.
Nice. So like when he turns and I hear that hiss, just like that's the second strike, and just kind of like a
Punches in the face and immediately goes stunned. All right, yeah, good hit on that. End of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, end of your turn. It's the Chimera's turns. Chimera are immediately going to spin, the other two looking to now regard this much bigger threat that has now stunned one of them, and they're both going to descend on you and begin to... Now, I will say this. Size-wise, these things are probably the size of a dog. They're not huge by any means.
But being attacked by 3 dogs is not usually
still
fun.
not fun. But they're going to descend upon Connie, and both of them are going to make their multi-attacks. So get ready. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. Connie, I'm going to do 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Dice here. First attack is going to
Connie
be
about to get
first is going to be its bite. So the serpent head, or the serpent head's going to snake out and try to bite you.
He's stunned.
This is one of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
They all have 3 heads, so there's 9 heads total.
Okay.
This is going to be a 13 hit.
No.
Okay. Second head is going to try to gore you with its tusks. This is going to be a tusk attack. That is worse. That's going to be 11.
Dodge.
The last one is going to be natural 1. So this one is tries to swing at you, but you begin to definitely just like just Matrix style out of the way of it. The other one's going to swing around as the first one is attacking you and jump at you to try to also hit you with its 3 attacks. Because they have pack tactics, this one gets advantage.
Pack tactics.
Pack tactics.
That's pack tactic.
That's pack
Tactics.
A 2 and a 3 on that first
Yeah,
attack.
those-
So that's not going to hit.
Then a nat 20.
Switching for more dice here because that's
I
ridiculous.
feel it.
So many dice going to dice tray.
So the bite attack failed. The tusk attack will hit with a 24.
The tusk attack pack tactic. Tusk attack, pack tactic.
Tusk attack, pack tactic.
Tusk attack,
What
pack tactic.
Looney Tune sounds like that?
Wait, do that again.
What?
There's a Looney Tune that sounds.
Tusk attack, pack tactic.
Thank you. Oh, Tusk. Yeah, that's. Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Tusk attack, pack tactic.
That's 16 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
Yikes.
I
That's
figured
full
when
damage.
when it hit, it was gonna hurt very
Full damage
bad.
from that one. And then the claw attack. That's also a 17. Thank God I had advantage. It was rolling nat ones on its other rolls. Claw attack is also going to be. That's going to hit there. So 2d6.
Tusk attack, pack tactic.
8 points of slashing damage from that one. And this one, because it did hit you, was actually going to go ahead and use its spray, its poison spray. So it's going to exhale poison from the cobra head. Spits this cloud of like mist of poison comes out towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Would you say that's like a spell, or is it an ability?
It's just spitting.
Just a poison sack.
Just
Spitting
just
poison.
checking.
DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Nope.
No.
Uncanny dog.
Not yet.
Right. No. But can we say that spray is a missile?
Catch all the poison.
He catches all of the atoms of the poison.
Deflects all of the dots.
Yeah,
What a monk
because
question.
of,
In the air like
because of when Adios sprayed him with the color spray, he has learned how to like deflect.
Oh,
all
like
of it.
turn it into like a tornado, like swirl his arm. And just
Gosh, I am so sorry.
Twister.
That's a lot of damage.
Sorry, I had to roll on here.
Whoa.
That's 31 points of poison damage. Yeah.
55 total.
Yeah, if you're doing the math.
Cool.
31 and 24.
Cool.
All right, that ends the Chimera's turns.
Brutal.
Oh, but
Yow.
also, Connie gave the verbal command to yell to do their attack.
The Beedogh?
stuff
Okay.
To all the Beedogh.
I'm going to roll and see what happens to them.
See
in a
if
second.
they- if
So
they're-
whenever you want that
All right,
to come in,
Ruza, you're up. Cassis, you're on deck.
All right.
you're the
I'm
storyteller
gonna come out
here.
of my
Jesus.
You're the storyteller here.
coming out of my hiding spot. I'm gonna toss my dancing scimitar into the air as it goes in for an attack. As I pull up my other
Begins to spin in the
scimitar
air.
and
Yeah,
take
beautiful.
2 strikes on the same.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna try to
Swing.
lay
Are you
into
attacking
the
an active one or the stunned one?
Just gonna run away at this point.
stun would give me advantage.
Stun gives you advantage, correct?
Yeah, I'm doing that then.
All right.
I'm gonna beat the
Kick it while it's
crap
down.
out of this
Love
thing,
it.
Yeah. Okay. So for the dancing scimitar strike, that is a 24.
Hits.
Which is gonna do. I'll do my little tiny dice for this one. Ooh, very nice. 11 points,
11 points.
and
Very
then
nice.
my 2 strikes against it.
that one was cocked.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh no.
That one
that's not
too. I
great.
could see it.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 for the first strike,
That's going to miss.
and then for the second one, better is 17.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not hard to hit.
True.
Yeah, babe, the campaign ended tonight. It was, I don't know. It sounded like a fun little side
And that's
quest.
Another 8 points on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just for funsies, I'm going to action surge
Oh, okay.
and take another strike. Set of
Strike
strikes.
away, yeah.
See and strike away. That's what I always say.
Was that cocked?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we, hold on. Do we want a tray?
And we might need a tray, because
Because like the tablecloth. Like,
this tablecloth is...
It's the tablecloth. that's
Literally
messing
give
up
you all
my
trays
rules.
for this purpose. So you don't have to roll on a table.
It's better than it was.
15.
15 will hit.
Nice. I'll do my other strike as well, on top of this one.
Come on.
Hey, that's a lot
That's
better.
a ton better. Oh my.
And that's another
Yeah.
24.
Gonna hit. Yeah,
So-
both hits. All right. So go ahead and do your damage on those two.
I should have. Plus an extra 10 on top of that, so that's a total of an extra 16 points
16 points of damage
on top of the other
Woo!
ones.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I was just like
You
laying into the
yeah, just literally just straight up and just stabbing into this thing. It looks rough. It looks real rough. Barely breathing. Didn't get even a chance to start this fight. It's not looking good. All right, end of your turn. Kessis, you're up with Oh, it's on deck.
So-
Actually, for the sake of continuity, we're gonna skip the non-players right now, just so that we don't have to play them unless we feel like we need to.
I have a great plan for Barrios.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
If-
I just didn't want us to be playing non-players when other people are also on the table.
That's
so
fair.
just-
I'll just throw his spell out there at
Sure,
the same time.
absolutely.
Especially if we're gonna go together. I'll just
Sure.
do a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna Kestis drops a big monitor lizard drops out of the tree and then poof back into Kestis size. And I'm just gonna sort of reach out and the moon that orbits my head is gonna lock in place and sort of like radar scan across the area, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the space where the chimeras are. So I need them
Okay.
all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Now,
So my guy is going to automatically fail that one. The one I stunned.
I was going to say
Right.
stunned. I think is a failure.
if you're trying to drop it on all of them, I don't know how Fair Fire works, but if he's caught in it, does he get hit by it?
Fine.
Okay, so Connie would also have
They've
to-
already got advantage on Connie
Sure.
and on us, so I figure that's kind
Might as
of
well give
a
him-
moot point.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to. So I guess Connie, you roll for this then, or how does this?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
For,
So
for
dexterity
Connie
saves.
as
What's
well.
the DC?
15.
First one's gonna roll. That is a plus Dex, but 0 to dexterity. So it's a 14. It's gonna fail. Second one.
And one of them fails.
That's a 2.
So
all three fail.
failures.
All
Okay.
three fail.
They
So
won't save.
all three of them are glowing,
Lit up. Yep.
which means attacks against them have advantage.
There you go. Excellent.
And they also emit light in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah. So now they are glowing with a strange arcane light, and you hear you hear Beedogh begin to shriek in ecstasy, fear. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of weird magic going on, and they don't know how to deal with
There's
this.
so much happening.
They don't know.
But
How to deal
really
with this.
loudly.
Very loudly.
And in that same moment where a lizard sort of flopped out of a tree, a bald cat lands gracefully and then alights a handful of meteors. And
Would you say they're minute?
I would say they're minute meteors. 6 of them, and 2 of them are going to fly out.
Go ahead and
and
roll the hit.
land not hitting any of them that are, since they're all directly in melee with Connie, but land behind one of them, so
Okay.
they land on the ground and then explode at the 2 of them
Shield.
that are
So they're shielding Connie from any
exactly.
shrapnel.
Because if we hit one of them directly, then Connie's
Absolutely.
gonna get some blowback. So that is going to be
Connie can't handle much more.
dexterity saving throws for 2 of them. DC 18. One of them, I assume, is the stunned one.
If you want to try to hit the stun one, you can, and then hit a non-stun
yes,
one.
a stunned and a
Okay.
non-stunned.
So the
chimera.
non-stun did roll a natural 18 on his first one.
Does a stunned creature
Stunned creature automatic fail on him, yeah.
Perfect.
Um,
So that one will take. Do you want to roll the other one at the same time?
do I need to roll 2 for this one?
2 of them need to roll
Both. Okay.
So,
So 2 fails for that one. Another natural 18 for this one. 2 18s back to back.
so an 18 is the save for. Bard.
So it's saved.
So yes. So it'll take half of 11. So
11
5
points of
points of
damage.
damage.
So-
And there'll be 2 meteors. So that's 1. And the other is 7. So
So 4. So 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage
Yep.
to
9 points of damage to
one that saved.
the one that saved. 18 points of damage to the one that failed.
To the stunned.
That one is dead. Immediate, just dead.
It collapses underneath Connie.
Yeah,
Sick.
just immediately gets stuck with pieces of meteor, and its shallow breathing is just
Meteor.
I hardly know her.
meteor. It's just dead now. Okay, so that one is now dead. The other 2 are still up. One a little hurt. Ending of Barrios' turn. Nell, you're up. Zook, you're on deck. Wyatt, you're somewhere back there.
All right. If you allow yourself to work with me on this, I've never used it before, but I'd like to use it now. Are there any little Beedoghs like under the grip of one of these creatures?
Not under the grip, but on the ground near them, yes.
I want to see what happens and how their yells work if they are polymorphed and changed into much bigger versions of themselves. Will you allow that to happen?
I like it.
You want to polymorph a Beedogh.
Yes.
She has an example of a larger Beedogh. I'm just saying, if polymorph is about changing them into a different creature, he has shown an example of a giant Beedogh.
No. You know what?
Would it be possible?
Of course, it's D&D.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
I would like them to be
Monster Beedogh.
20 feet tall.
You want to take a Beedogh and turn it into a gargantuan Beedogh.
Yes.
It's more Beedogh.
That's all I
So,
want to do. That's my
all you want to do.
That's all I want to do.
I will, not to yuck a yump.
Then stop. Just
But
stop.
I was,
Just
I
stop
was
yucking it.
thinking
Just
a
why
similar
are you
thing.
doing it? Why are you
The
talking?
new form is anything with a challenge rating equal to or less than the target.
Well, its challenge rating is no bigger, but its voice is.
But it's voices.
So that would be the.
I would still
sticking
say yes. They would still the challenge rating would be the same. They're still little cowards. It still has the small person's mind. You know.
I am not.
They're not
I'm-
little cowards anymore. They're big cowards.
But
They
their
have
mass
got
is
sort of
the
Napoleon
same.
complex.
But you
take
their mass
But you can
hasn't
imagine the
changed.
voice.
You take one of the Beedoughs that's on the ground,
Yes.
and you tell it. You say anything to it, or you just polymorph it?
I say yell. That's all I'm gonna tell him.
And you cast polymorph.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Does
like
it have to
imagine
roll?
that he starts yelling as
Wisdom
he's
save of
being
16, but it can-
morphed.
I think-
So it's like, just like,
So that,
Like the beginning of a horror movie.
Please, Calvin.
yeah. So that was the natural 20. But
Is he an unwilling creature?
eh.
I'm his god.
he's
Well,
perfectly
he didn't.
willing.
That's
He
fair.
didn't know that he was commanded to.
That's
do
fair.
something.
He looks at you with tears in his eyes and goes, "As thou commands," and begins to swell to the size of a 20-foot Beedogh, now towering above
Remember,
the stone.
Same mass.
No.
Oh.
He's hollow.
just destroyed the entire village.
Yeah, crushed the entire village under its feet, looking down upon
All of us.
upon everything and just staring. That's the end of your turn. Zook, you're up. Wyatt, you're on deck.
One big.
D&D, baby.
You will tell tales of this day.
Because I'm not close to this right
What
now.
else
I'm
am I
with
gonna do?
the-
Relatively
Sight
close.
read?
This is
Throw
Nell.
some coins at the chimera.
I thought I was with the
Nell is
villagers that
Old
were
Testament
trying to
God.
hide.
But again, relatively close to them is like you're hiding under a rock, like alcove, and the village is like 20 feet that way.
Oh.
Like it's not. We didn't go far for these guys.
That's true. In my mind, I'm like,
This is as far as we're going.
Yeah, it was like,
Okay.
let's go find a place to hide.
It's
Under the
far-
rock?
far
All
from
right,
the
cool.
guys.
Yeah, it's far enough for them.
all right.
Like a 2-mile hike.
under the rock.
Just
Well-
around it.
Like that's actually those are phrases they use to describe really long distances.
We're headed under the rock.
Well, I don't want to reveal ourselves still, so
Sure.
I'm gonna
Smart.
bonus action Shadow Blade
Okay.
and hold my action.
Yeah, hold your action. Wait, see something comes down. Absolutely. Okay, end of your turn. Wyatt, you're up. You finally untangle yourself from the tree. Hit the ground. It's time to shine, baby.
All right, so I'm going to just use 2 attacks.
And there's a 20-foot Beedogh standing next to you.
Yeah, I'm just going to use 2 attacks.
I think that's the size of
I'll
us.
attack the one that is more injured first.
It's like 6.
Yes, the
There's
one
one.
that's been hurt a little bit, so you
Yeah,
rush over to it,
14.
take 2 attacks. Go ahead and roll.
You got advantage on those, which means you got sneak
Yep.
attack on those.
Sneak
baby.
attack, baby.
The average height floor to ceiling is 8
So
foot, right?
22.
22 hits.
And these are
normal
taller.
height
These are-
ceiling.
Yeah, these are taller than normal heights. So I'm thinking that's probably 10 foot right there.
Well,
floor
it's
to ceiling.
another
And then
5
this wall
after
is
it, so
11
it's
foot.
15.
Here to here is 11 foot. I know that for sure. So
That's an interesting measurement to know for
Yeah.
sure.
It's because of the bookshelves we put them
Oh,
up there. I
funny.
had to know. So the entire length of this room, basically, I'm gonna say is how big that Beedogh
So
is.
that's going to
Yeah,
be
so that
22
plus
points
4
of
equals
damage
the
for
height
that
of
one.
Jeez. Okay. 22 points of damage. Yeah, you... Wait, that was a sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Who did you sneak
Okay.
attack, Connie?
Yeah, you stab it. It turns around and looks at you in anger and frustration as you slice into its hide.
So it's not dead?
No.
All right, then now I also need it to...
F it up!
That was the big Beedogh that said that.
Then you hear Connie go,
Did you
yeah,
say two
F it
attacks?
up!
So now I need it
No,
to
Connie goes, oh yeah, F it up!
make a Constitution saving throw. Needs to beat a 15.
Natural 19.
Blood.
Okay, all right, it does.
And T. Oh, no.
So I will swing again.
With advantage.
That's what Connie's concerned about.
Go ahead.
His looks. Save me, rabbit.
With advantage, right? You get to roll again. Let's go. Let's go.
I already did.
Oh.
Twice.
That's all the 2 numbers. Very good numbers.
Were they? Oh.
We're waiting to see. A 9? It's not. I mean, you do hit it, but it scrapes across the hide. It doesn't really do much damage to it.
Taking some of the pins off.
Okay.
You know what
Is that
that was?
insurance?
That was a. It
You
was,
said it scrapes across the hide?
Yeah.
So does that technically mean that if my dagger has some sort of magical thing to it, that it...
Natural 20.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. Natural 20.
Hand of God. I mean, so for real.
What's that natural 20
Natural
for?
20.
It's saved.
Or the natural 20.
Okay.
What were we saving
that's
against?
His dagger.
His blind dagger.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Is that an turn?
The listeners at home don't remember. I, of course, do.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But
all
I will
right.
say that hit Wyatt. You successfully hit Connie's faith in Mountain.
End of Wyatt's turn. Top of the round. Connie, you're up.
Connie's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's your turn.
The dude, the chimera that is currently in front of him.
Yeah.
Connie's gonna take a couple of attacks at this jerk. Wad. Taking them at advantage. Thank you.
Strike the balls.
I'm gonna, yeah. 18.
18 does hit.
Okay, and 23. So they're
23
both
hits.
Yeah. Sick.
And sneak attack on both of them. Because
Yep.
you've got advantage.
Oh, I can
Yep.
do that.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely correct.
All right, sweet. So that's 8. Those 11 and 13.
24 points of damage.
Correct.
Jeez. Yeah, you punch this one pretty heartily. It looks like very close to being dead.
Oh,
Cool.
but not dead.
No. Not quite.
You gonna use your movement, bud?
20,
Yeah, Connie.
24?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
11,
I have to
11 and 13.
Yeah, 11 and 13.
I'm trying to math all the other stuff I've had to do.
He's
55. Yeah, 55. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, it's
that
dead.
would kill him?
Yep, that would kill
Okay.
it. Sorry, my math was wrong because I forgot that I was adding. Because this is the one that's already been hurt. One of them hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
This one had already been
We're
hurt.
gonna take
That's
that out here.
55. That would do it. Yep. Sorry. We're here. We're organized. We know what we're doing.
Sick. Connie, is he in melee with the one that hasn't been touched?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna use his bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
And move away from that area.
Smart.
Into some shadow.
End
and just
of-
kind of hide.
End of your turn. The other small Beedogh who were around you immediately get up and gone, disappear. But the one that is now 20 foot tall looks down and goes, "I will smite thee," and goes to stomp on this chimera.
Half the town.
That's a natural 20. You can look at that.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Beedogh.
I'm getting a feeling of Beedogh mania right here. I'll tell you what.
I've got a fever.
That That's gonna be.
How much does a 20-foot Beedogh hit for?
300 points of damage.
like
This is
5.
a building.
5 points. Its mass is
And
the
we can
same.
rebuild that fucking village in like 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. Mending.
Mending. Hell yeah. Can you imagine? Mending on like a little... We're good.
It'll be better than it was before.
I mean, I don't have mending, but maybe Barrios.
I do.
46 points of damage from this thing as it stomps on the Chimera
Nice.
and lifts up, and this thing is like underneath, barely holding on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For being so lenient.
All right, end of that. It's the Chimera's turn.
Perfect.
The Chimera immediately turns and tries to fly away.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Okay.
It won't.
Yeah. We're all. Does it?
Said, can the Beedogh grab the tail?
No,
Well, how-
let it
How,
go.
how far away can it get?
Can I
Not
use,
very far.
Can I use
It's still within range attacks if people decide that they want to do
Yeah,
something
so-
about it. So
Because
we'll.
there's-
let
there's
it
a-
go.
It's
Let
a,
it-
it's
oh.
a, this is
We're-
an
we're still
instinct
in-
animal. It's
We're
not.
still
No,
in
it's like
melee.
a
We're
crow.
straight combat
It's
here.
going
May
to
I use
tell
my
its friends.
reaction to
Generationally, they
use
will no longer-
slivery barbs? So I'm magically distracting the creature for a moment of momentary uncertainty to encourage it to attack another creature. Can I have it attack another one of its heads since they are like sentient of each other?
That's fun.
Sure, that sounds like fun.
That's cool.
Okay, it needs to wait. What does it need to do?
Make the snakehead attack. That's the
Let's
mean
see.
one.
That's the poisonous one.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't like. Oh, never
And the
mind.
most,
It-
like,
I guess it doesn't
turning
attack.
The most
like-
able to,
itself?
yeah.
Hold on. I guess it doesn't attack itself, but could I stop it in just like a moment?
Are you
of-
trying to roll damage on it?
No, because I can't roll damage on that. Turns out I was thinking of antagonize.
Well, do you have
Interesting.
antagonize?
I do, but it's not a reaction.
Ah.
We-
but
it's,
could
it's
I-
going to be Kestis and Barrios.
Could-
Ruse is up,
right?
so
Oh,
we'll
Ruse is
Okay.
up.
we'll wait. Let's let the initiative continue. Good call,
Eldritch
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
That was waiting. I was
Oh,
like,
hell
there's a way
yeah.
to do this.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby.
I've got 2 spellcasters worth of work to do, too.
Also,
21
21 hits.
and another 21.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't do it.
Oh, that's right. We don't do it.
Yeah.
5
Praise him.
points.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, nice.
Just like aiming for like
Yeah, just.
trying to collat the heads.
Oh yeah, easy enough. Just curving
put 'em on a
shot.
skewer.
Just
Oh, I like that.
through all 3 heads. It drops out of the sky, lifeless. Boom, hits the ground.
Nice.
Kestis, you're up.
What now, Kiss?
Everything is unmoving on the ground.
All the Chimera are dead.
I'm going to scan the horizon.
Nothing on the horizon.
It's a 17 for there to be anything on the
Nothing
oh, wait,
on the
sorry.
horizon. Nothing on the horizon.
Yep, it's a 17, and there's nothing moving on
Nothing.
the ground.
Nothing on the ground.
I'm gonna run in, and the 2 glowing chimeras that are just dead in the middle of the village.
Yep.
I'm just gonna scoop one up under each arm and just kind of toss them beyond the boundaries of the
Sure.
the village.
Yeah. Toss them over. Carcasses fall to the ground. Thunk. Nothing happens.
And I'm just gonna sort of keep my eyes open because
Okay.
I thought we weren't gonna be in initiative anymore.
End of your turn. Barrios' turn.
Jeez.
Barrios is gonna hold his action to release 2 more meteors if he sees a new threat.
Okay. Now, your turn.
I like to come out of hiding. Connie, I'm a cure
Over here.
wounds. Okay, so I'll see if I can go over to where he is. If not, I can
Over
just hold my
here.
cure wounds, whatever.
Easy enough to do. Yep.
All right, we're gonna hit him with the 4th level. We'll do a 4th level.
Ooh. Doing serious stuff now.
29 points of healing.
Hell yeah. Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh man.
End of your turn. Zook.
So we don't see anything
Nope.
anywhere? Okay.
This is
Well,
he's up to no good over
Another round of initiative.
yeah, I don't know.
What else do we
The
see anything
boulder is
now?
actually a
I'm just
rock
gonna tell
elemental.
the people
the
that I'm
giant
with.
Beedogh
like,
turns on us.
I think we're
can just
okay,
drop
but
polymorph, right?
stay here. I'm gonna go check.
They all nod.
So I
Okay.
step out.
You can step out of
I
it.
made him in my
End of your turn,
likeness.
Wyatt.
Why would he do that?
So Wyatt's a little pissy that he once again was like not able to get into the action until late.
Yeah,
And
I can see that.
Even then, one of the things didn't really work. So he like makes up in his head. And he's like, "One moved," and he goes over and he's just like,
He's gonna shiv
and then
the
he's like,
vice.
"Got it."
Yeah.
So he just like stabs
Great
an
job.
already dead chimera.
Great job.
Just
Prison
because
did something
he's a little
to you.
pissy.
Oh, I agree.
That's good.
I
That's
agree.
really good.
Connie is tempted. He was like, that really looked good.
End of Wyatt's turn, top of the round. Connie, you're up.
Is Connie up? Well, isn't that great? So Connie is going to go ahead and use his shadow step to kind of get up into a tree for a little better vantage point to see if there is if the coast is all clear.
Yeah. You look around. The skies are clear. Nothing seems to be coming your way.
Okay, sick.
Is that end of your turn?
No, that doesn't end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. You, as everyone's kind of standing around, as the end of your turn, we now move to the Beedogh's round. You're all kind of standing around trying to figure out what's going on, and the two Beedoughs run up to you, and they go prostrate. They're like, "You are our Lord and our Savior. How could we ever repay you? You are the greatest gods we've ever encountered." And then all of a sudden, you hear a 20-foot Beedogh go, "They are not gods. Me is God."
Drop polymorph.
And we're still in initiative, and that's where we'll leave you all tonight. With now, you've given the biggest ego boost to a Beedogh. You're gonna have to fight a 20-foot Beedogh next time.
Deal.
So have fun with that.
20-foot
That's-
I
libido
can't
for-
wait for this.
Have fun fighting your own
Beedogh
Frankenstein, motherfuckers. All right. So with all of that taken care of, we'll figure that out next time.
Hey, can I just drop it? Yeah, it's concentration. I can do what I want.
I mean, on your turn,
Listen,
it's
the
its turn.
Beedogh may have magic powers that we're not familiar with.
That's
We
true.
don't know what we've unleashed,
Oh, yeah, I
but
don't
we'll
know.
figure out what that looks like next time. Until that fateful day comes. Holy crap. Thank you all so much for playing. Seriously, I mean it. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. This has been the Wine School Bus. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, sweet
Later,
angel
losers.
babies.
Sup, hottie?
For the 100th episode of the Wild Magic School
Prompts.
Bus, can it be a live
Prompts.
Wild
Prompts.
Magic School Bus episode?
Maybe.
Imagine that.
I wouldn't be mad at
We've
that.
talked about doing it at the shop.
Yeah.
Like doing an actual live.
Wild Magic School Bus,
Like
the
there'll
musical.
be 2 people watching.
Yeah, there'd be 2 people
Jana.
that would show up for it.
and- Nope.
Jana and Kelsey, I think, would be the
Kelsey,
only.
there you go.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I can't provide.
Only
an
if the
audience
bar's
for
open.
you.
And nobody else. Nobody else would show up.
Okay, so I think that would be the fun part is that Matt and
Winner.
and I and Zach
Maybe. Yeah.
have to get up and help customers if
Yeah.
they come in.
The entire time it's like, all right, Connie, what are you doing? All right, remember,
Sorry, I know it's my turn, but I gotta.
Combat would go so much faster.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're probably
I'm gonna roll the
right.
hit. 12, and just run away, sprinting back to the.
Someone let me know how that turned out.
Oh, jeez.
Do we have do we have this next week too? Are we playing next week?
Yeah, we'll play
Okay.
next week.
You're not going to be here?
No.
He'll be gone
Perfect.
next
I'll
week.
use my Kestis catchphrases for then.
Lauren Nicara.
Yeah.
Hoi shillelagh.
Yeah.
Just things that we knew no Kestis will never say, but
Top of the morning to you.
yeah.
What did I come up with earlier
John
today?
Kerry.
Slap my hindquarters and put me before the cart.
That's good. Say it now.
me
Say it
before
with
the
say it with the accent.
Accent.
Say it with the accent.
Oh, slap my hindquarters and put me before the cart.
That's
Yep.
really good. Before the
It'd be
cart.
me.
Before the cart.
Wouldn't it be me? Slap me hindquarters.
Slap my hindquarters and put me before the cart.
Have you? There's a tweet that keeps getting circled around because Barry Kogan, who plays the Joker now,
Yes.
is dating Sabrina Carpenter, who's like the biggest song of the summer, Espresso
Correct.
and Please, Please. There's a tweet that is floating around that's just a hypothetical conversation between them where she says, "So who is the Joker anyway?" And him in his little Irish accent, he says, "Oh, well, he's sort of like an evil person." And my brain loops, "He's sort of like an evil person."
He starts like an evil person.
He's sort of like an evil person.